Why the fuck do you look like that? You look like a Sims character, like a GTA fucking character, bro. Why do you look like this?
I look the same as I've always looked. What are you talking about?
Are you cloned?
It's 3 in the morning, Adin.
I'm sorry, I know. All right. Listen, bro. I missed you a lot, bro. I haven't heard of you in a minute. My number got leaked. Sorry, I've been texting you. You need to clear this dumbass shit that I didn't check up on you in jail. People think I betrayed you and shit. You know damn well I hit up your team trying to send you paragraphs. I said paragraphs, bro. I feel bad, bro. I want to redeem myself, all right? If I have to chop my finger off, I'll do it. Whatever you need me to do, I'll do it, bro. All right? I fuck with you, bro. I really do. You're my boy.
Why say things? Because now I'm going to tell you to chop your finger off, and you're not going to do it. So why do you just constantly talk?
Yeah, but that's
every word out your mouth is a lie.
But that's a poetic symbolism. That's not like really. I'm not really going to chop my finger off, but I'll really like. You know what I'm saying? Chop my finger off.
We're streaming now, no?
Yeah, say hi to everybody.
Where are we streaming?
Kick.com.
Oh. What am I doing in my life? How you been, Adin? I heard that you're gay and you're back on drugs, so
No. Actually not true. Okay? I'm not gay.
Why is it you saying you're gay and back on drugs then?
I don't know who the fuck is saying that, okay? I'm not gay. No.
You said it yourself.
No, I'm not gay and I'm not back on drugs. Clean. Okay? Have you know?
So you're not sipping lean again.
No.
Because I've heard otherwise, young man.
I mean, I relapsed.
Don't wake me up and lie to me.
I had a little relapse, okay? Now look, check this out. You know?
Your whole life is a fucking relapse. Your whole life is one constant relapse of failure. It's like you're not happy with your failures, so you're destined to repeat them over and over again. Why? And what the fuck are you wearing? Since when do you wear a suit?
I'm sorry, I'll take it off.
Don't do anything gay or weird.
I'm just taking off my fucking suit, asshole. So
why did you have a suit on?
I had Kim Jong-un on stream, you know.
Nice. Where is he now? Is he busy with nukes or?
I don't know. You think this looks good? Should I just tuck it?
Yeah, that's fine. Get Kim Jong-un back. I want to ask him some questions about Asian domestic policy. I'll see if he'll give me bank accounts. Everyone else has banned me.
Wait, chat, should I actually get Kim back in here? I don't think you'd want to talk to him, bro. It's not really what you're expecting. It's not really like you actually want to talk to him?
Yeah, get Kim back. Why not?
All right, let me. Citrus, you're in my chat. Can you ask Kim if he's available to speak to Andrew and myself again? I got you.
What time is it in North Korea? I don't know what time it is. Is it day or night?
It's time in North Korea. I don't even want to Google this, to be honest with you. 8:56 in the morning. It's 3 a.m. over there?
3 a.m., yeah.
Yep. Okay, I think he's gonna get him right now. He's letting me know right now. Dude, you know, ever since you're allowed to leave the house, what have you been up to? What have you been doing? Have you been traveling? Have you been doing any adventures? Have you been hiking? What have you been doing?
If I play music on your stream, you get hit with a bunch of DCMA notices.
You can do whatever you want.
Top G. Top Striker. Have you seen all my new names?
You know, I don't like how you're going by these pronouns. I don't.
Why?
Because you know that's not you, bro. I know what you're trying to do. You don't have to appeal to that type of audience. You don't. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to.
Those are your people.
What?
Those are your people, my G.
No, they're not. What the fuck are you talking about?
Anyway, my nicknames going forward, I want you to know from now on, you can call me either Emery Andrew Tate, as we know, Top G, Top Striker, Mr. Producer, Mr. Plenty, and I've got some new names you've not heard. Warman in Town, Billionaire Too Bad, Bodyman Gangster, Say Once Boss. Say Once Boss because I say it once. Kill him, he dies. Done. Take All Trillionaire, Brave Not Sorry, Never Sorry. That's the last name, Never Sorry. Brave Not Sorry.
I'm not calling you that. No.
Shut up. Big Gun Dawn, Double Spice Daddy, or Strap Mind, because it's always on my mind.
Dude, how the fuck are you going to call me gay, but your name is Double Spice? I'm going to call you Double Spice Daddy. I'm going to call you that.
Well, do it. That's what the girls call me. You may as well fucking join in with your testosterone level, you little bitch.
Hey, my test level, matter of fact, is a 350. It went up. It was 280 something. Went up.
I don't even know what It's complicated depending what country you do it in. It gives like a different scale because I don't even know what that means. Is that high, low? I'm not versed on these things. I don't take steroids like some other influencers, so I'm not very versed on all this stuff.
You know what's crazy? I was in the gym the other day, and they were like, "Hey, Aiden, are you taking steroids?" Because I had so much energy. It's crazy. But nah.
That's definitely the first thing people think when they see you, G.
Yeah. Wait, I think he's ready.
They think, oh, bro, he's heavy on the gear. Look at the size of the guy. Adam.
All right, hold on. Kim's ready. All right, I'm going to add you. You just have to turn your camera on. He has to, hold on, Citrus. I'm going to add you in here.
Is my camera on?
It is, but I'm going to add you. You have to pick up the call again. Like, let's see. This is fucking old fuck. Chad, I think he's back to himself. Andrew, I'm not going to lie. You got nerfed, but now, like, you're back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you got, like, nerfed. Like, to be honest, you weren't hitting for me. Like, you weren't merely making jokes. You were really serious. But now you're, like, hitting again. You're, like, making jokes and shit. I like when you're, like, funny, bro. For real. That's, like, really you know?
There's many different versions of me. There's many different incarnations. I can be funny. I can be serious.
Andrew, Kim Jong.
How you doing, my G?
Hello, Mr. Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I'm not bad. How's things over there?
For me, it's always good.
Good. I see you're working on your missile tech, trying to keep your country sovereign. Good luck.
Of course. Unfortunately, American the Great Satan has been trying to keep my country down ever since 70 years ago when my country was... And I swear to you, Mr. Tate, I will destroy America.
Bro, all right, hold on a second. You don't have to
say... That's good news. Aiden's over there, so you can...
No, but it's not good news.
It's okay. He's safe. He is safe.
Bro.
You're in Florida. That's where my man Donald Trump is. You will not get nuked. You're safe in that state. So any Americans, if you want to be safe, move to Florida.
Right. That's good to know. So how do you and Aiden know each other? Aiden, have you been to North Korea?
No. Andrew, we should go. You want to go?
Bro, I thought Romanian jail was bad, but I have a strong suspicion North Korean jail is probably a little bit worse.
Mr. Tate and Mr. Ross, if you come to North Korea, I'll put you up in my penthouse. And you'll have exclusive use of my private harem. How does that sound? And Mr. Ross, you can get to fuck my sister. She really needs a big dick. I mean, look at that face.
What the fuck?
She is uptight. She's uptight.
You know, let me tell you all a short story. When I had no money at all, and I was growing up in Luton on a council estate with a single mother with no money, I had all these dreams of what I'd do if I ever got rich. Andrew, if you make hundreds of millions of dollars, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Turns out I go to Romanian jail and get woken up at 3 in the morning by Adin Ross to come and talk to a Kim Jong-un impersonator. What am I doing with my life? I'm having a midlife crisis now. What am I doing? I am filthy rich. What am I doing with my life?
Excuse me, but I'm here. I'm the real deal. And any hints about me being an impersonator, not the real thing, I will have you executed, Mr. Tate.
That'd be hard to do. You've been trying for a while. I'm pretty hard to kill.
No, I have not tried before. Trust me. I kill my uncle. I kill my half-brother. And if I want to kill someone, I'll do it. And this is the first time we spoke. So let's not get off on the wrong foot.
All right, G. That's fair enough. You do have
Come over to North Korea, and I'll show you a good time. Where men are men and women are women.
That's true, but you just threatened to kill me, so I'm going to reconsider the invite, but I'll let you know.
Oh, that's okay. I threaten a lot of people.
I know how you feel. Me too. It's kind of how life goes sometimes. You're just trying to wake up, trying to run your country, run your business. I get you. I understand it. You got your empire. You got your women. You got your harem. People keep beefing you, flexing on you, talking shit.
Who else, Chad?
Like, listen, don't make me fuck you up. I get it, bruv. I'm the same. My life's basically the same. Me and you live the same life.
I think I hear a man who understands me deeply. I think we'll be very good friends in the future.
Me too. So what the fuck's Aiden doing here? Why are we friends with Aiden? What's Aiden good for?
Hey, you know what, Andrew? I don't like that. We've been brothers for, I've known you almost like a year and a half now. Time goes by. You know, a year ago in like 2 months, that's the first time we ever met each other in person. It's crazy. Life goes by, brother.
How old are you now, Aiden?
22. What are you going to get me for my birthday, though? I'm turning 23 in a month.
Absolutely nothing.
Why?
Why would I buy you anything?
Fair point. Fair enough. Andrew, when is the it's just Kim, what are you looking at?
I'm looking at you two and seeing the banter that you have between you two. I mean, it's truly mesmerizing. I understand why you have so many views. Maybe I should start my own kick channel.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I'll have some converts to my Juche philosophy.
Do you know about Juche philosophy, Adin?
What's that, sir?
It's the philosophy of being self-sufficient. It was actually, funnily enough, the leader of North Korea, I believe it was our good guest here's father, came to Romania. No, actually, sorry, let me get that wrong. Yeah, Kim Il-sung, the Romanian dictator Ceausescu went to North Korea, and he was inspired by it, and he tried to instill it for Romania, paid off the IMF just before he was assassinated. But the idea is that basically you can be completely self-sufficient. You don't need to trade with other countries. However, I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend, it's not actually a very effective economic policy, and I'll explain why to you. If you're a very good accountant, what you should do is focus on doing as much accountancy as possible to make as much money as possible, and all the other services you require in your life, for example, tailoring, you purchase from somebody else. If you're completely self-sufficient, then what you do is you have to make your own clothes. You take less time actually doing what you're good at, which is accounting. Overall, you end up broker because you should be a good accountant, but you're not busy doing accounting. You're busy sewing a shirt. So all in all, countries are actually more prosperous with a broader economic and trade policy. But I do also understand in your very unique situation it's difficult because of the American sanctions and the fact that if you did open up your country, they'd be looking to do a CIA on you and infect the minds of the youth with liberal garbage, NGOs, etc., and they'd overthrow the country. So,
Andrew,
pros and cons.
I didn't know you.
Mr. Tate should come to North Korea and be my economic advisor.
Andrew, I didn't know. Andrew, I didn't know you. Andrew, I didn't know you picked up another language. Japanese? You learn how to speak Japanese?
What's the joke? I don't understand.
That didn't hit.
So I don't get it.
Sorry, I don't understand.
That was stupid. Yeah, my bad. That was dumb as fuck for me. I'm sorry, bro. Yo, all right.
Adin, actually, Adin, tell us a joke that's funny. Go.
Okay.
Tell us a joke. Go.
All right. Andrew, I did the chicken one. You want the rooster joke? I already made you laugh in one of my jokes.
You've never made me laugh.
Yes, I have made you laugh before.
Never, bro.
Okay, I'll make you laugh right now. Let me think of a joke to say. Hold on here. Let me see. Okay. Oh, I can make you laugh right now. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I was gonna prank you with these, but I won't.
Okay.
I don't have a joke on the fly, man. I'm not really a stand-up comedian type of guy. Andrew, you can't make me laugh.
I don't think either of you are comedians. Anyway, this is kind of getting lame, so I'm going to leave this and talk to you.
I can't come. Yo, can I actually add someone in here I want you to meet? You'll love him. I'm going to just keep adding people.
Wait. Who the fuck was that?
It was Kim Jong-un.
Bro. What am I doing with my life? Cool. All right, Kim Jong. Yeah, safe.
All right, I'm going to add Jake Future here. Yo, Jake, join up, bro.
Who's that?
He's my boy. Yo, fuck with Jake. He's cool as fuck. He's a big fan of you too. He's cool. Is he home? Let me see if he's home. He should be home.
I don't know who any of these people are, bro. I'm not plugged into the online streaming community.
So how's the world been?
It's fine.
Gotcha. So what do you do? Like, what do you do all day? What do you do for fun?
I don't really have much fun, Adin. I don't believe life's about fun.
I know you told me.
Yeah, I work and I train and look after my children and build my empire and try and avoid matrix attacks.
Yeah.
I'm a very dedicated, hardworking individual. My life is pretty regimented. There's not so much room for random acts of drug taking and speaking to impersonators and whatever else you're doing with your life.
Yeah, I agree.
Being gay on stream and all this shit. So why did you come out as gay if you're not gay?
I'm not gay. You saw that clip? Like, I can't believe they fucking tweeted out. I'm not gay. You know I'm not gay, bro. You know I'm not gay. You know I'm not. You know I'm literally not.
Who's your girlfriend?
I mean, I don't have one right now, but I had one.
You're 22 and you're a millionaire and you haven't got a girlfriend.
No. I don't. I think
That's
girls.
gay. That's gay, bro.
How is that gay?
How is that not gay? That's as gay as you can get.
Just because I don't have a girlfriend?
Yeah, bro, you're 22 and you've got a bunch of money you don't deserve, and you can't even fucking get a chick to pretend to like you for money or nothing.
I don't believe in true love, Andrew.
That's gay, bro.
It's fake. Why aren't you married then?
Why am I what?
Why are you not married?
Who says I'm not married?
Oh, you're married? Congrats, bro. Why didn't they get invited to the wedding?
Who says I was married?
Are you in love?
I'm in love with life, my friend. Every day I'm breathing, I'm happy.
Okay.
But I've certainly never been sat around lonely like you. That's gay and weird.
I got my boys. My boys are cool. They hold it down, you know? Got the boys.
Your stuffed animals?
No.
Oh, you have real friends. Where are they then?
Did you just is that a bug in your room or is that the cigar? What was that?
It might be a fly. It might be a matrix agent. Flies are matrix agents.
Mm.
Did you know that?
I don't think so. I don't. So what does that mean? Flies are. What does that mean? They're part of the Matrix. Explain how.
They're agents of the Matrix.
How does a fly get? How is a fly an agent of the Matrix?
Because it's unwelcome and it infiltrates. Spies.
Yeah, but fly is a bug. What do you mean?
Bruv, you need to see deeper. Use your third eye. Open up your chakras. You'll understand.
I want to introduce you to Ali. Oh my God, my friend Ali.
Adin, you know, every single time I speak to someone on your stream, nearly every single time, they're an idiot. You know that, don't you? Nearly everyone you introduce me to.
You can't lie.
Idiot.
When I got Jake,
No, let me try and remember. Let me try and remember the people you've introduced me to. XQC, who seemed nice enough, but he screamed in autistic rage all day long. Some kid, some little McLovin kid who got beat up like a week later.
Neon.
Who else is there? Is that it? I don't know. Every time you bring someone on, they're just
wait.
like,
This is my boy Jake. Jake, this is Andrew. You wanted to meet? So Andrew. I'm gonna give you a little context. Jake here. He's been following me for a long time. He loves you. He loves my streams together. I wanted to introduce you to Jake. He's a big fan.
Good to meet you, Jake.
Nice to meet you too, Andrew.
He's been supporting us. He likes the dynamic, the duo and stuff. So he's likes the streams and stuff. I just want to introduce you. He's one of our biggest fans.
Hope you're learning things, Jake. I only come on here to try and educate the world via proxy of educating Adin.
Yeah.
He has great energy, bro. I've met him in person a couple times. He's a really, really high energetic, really like sweet person. For real.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, he's good, man. Jake, you should tell Andrew. So he actually started streaming too, bro. He found a passion. He started to stream, Andrew. He's motivated to stream. He's been putting a lot of work.
Let me know the name of your channel. I'll check it out.
It's my name. Jake Future Chinese Forever.
Good. Me and Adin. Adin's going to help you get very famous.
Yeah.
Very rich. Very well known.
Exactly. That's the
You
goal.
can take all the girlfriends he hasn't got.
Yeah.
What the Jake? Yeah. What the?
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? Also, Andrew, I am looking to box, by the way, soon. So you pick my opponent, I'll box him. Give me a 6 months train. Pick my opponent, Andrew.
Box me.
Okay, I'll box you, but you have to have one hand behind your back. It's only fair.
Bruv, that's not fair. I would destroy you.
All right, Jake, who would win, me or Andrew?
Andrew. Yeah, all you really need to do is to do it on lunch. You want to be knocked out.
Knocked out? This guy, you think this bald fuck is knocking me out, Jake?
Yeah.
Andrew, we could spar for fun. You know, I'm down to, hop on a little jet coming to Romania. Okay? We could spar.
It's Thursday. Come here. I expect to see you by Sunday.
You can't do that, bro. You cannot do that, bro. I have stuff planned. Just like you're...
What have you got planned with your very busy, very important life?
Tomorrow I'm putting, I have 8 fat people. I'm going to put on an eat 8 with a fat girl. The day after that, I'm having my friend, a couple of my friends, they can't leave a jail cell. Last one leaves a jail cell, gets paid 50 grand. I have some events getting planned.
Okay, I don't know why you're doing the jail thing. That's fine. And what's this fat girl thing? What are you doing?
You want to participate in the jail thing?
I've done enough jail for now.
Okay. So, Andrew, I have 8 fat guys competing against 1 fat girl for an E-date.
Oh, don't be like that.
And how does it work? What do you mean competing? Explain it all. I don't understand.
So, I have 8 fat guys, and there's 1 girl, and the girl has to choose 1 fat guy. Does that make sense?
So you're like Fat Cupid.
Yeah.
And you're one of the fat guys.
Ha 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 ha. You're so fucking funny, bro. No, bro. I have actual fat people. Fuck.
You don't want to lose to the other fat guys.
I'm not fat.
You should join them. You should win.
I'm not.
You should use your charm and panache.
I'm not fat. I'm not fat.
You're pudgy.
Okay, but that's not fat. And I'm not even pudgy, bro. You look. Do I really look fat in this?
When are you coming over here to fight then? You said you're going to fight. When are you coming to fight?
When should I come? Should I come in December? Oh, Eddie. Eddie. Oh, wait, not Eddie, but wait, how far is Australia to Romania?
Far.
How far?
You don't know basic geography? Far, bro. Far.
How many hours, bro? Because I'm going to Australia. I'll stop by.
Jake, you have a bright future ahead of you. You should be careful hanging around with losers like Adin. He's full of shit.
All right, bro. You know what? This is fucking crazy, bro. I can't.
Yeah. When you go to Australia?
I'm pulling up. I'm going to meet some people, do some streams. Oh, I'm going to swim with the great white sharks out there for a stream.
Great. When are you going?
December. You want to meet me there?
I was supposed to go in December also. I had it all planned, but I'm in the middle of a Matrix attack, unfortunately.
Fuck.
When you're genuinely influential, you get attacked by the Matrix. I mean, I know you wouldn't understand, but when you're actually influential and important and say things that matter, the Matrix attacks you. When you just pretend to be gay and do drugs and just be an idiot and be a clown, then they leave you alone. If you say things that actually inspire resistance amongst the populace and make people awake so they can resist a slave mind.
You don't, the mainstream media never sees it, but I really do talk about God a lot. I talk about a lot of people pursuing their passion, manifesting their goals, following their dreams and stuff. I really do a lot, you know.
How much money do you get? When's the last time you fed somebody or helped somebody?
Was the last time I gave out money?
Yeah, when's the last time you helped somebody?
Yesterday. I do a lot of things that I don't even want to show on the camera. I do things for the camera. I do not for the camera, but I do things on camera. I do things off camera. Like, thank you, Jake. Oh, thank you. Thank you, bro. Yeah. When was the last time you fed somebody, Andrew?
Can you put a website on the screen? Put TatePledge.com on the screen. I give $25 million a year to charity. It's all there.
I'll tell you right now. I'll donate to a charity with you, but we have to bet on it. I'll tell you what. This is what we're going to do. I'll spar you. Loser has to donate 25 grand. Also, but Andrew, you have to run my double in basketball. We'll one-on-one and play basketball.
Hayden, why are you talking about winners and losers like there's any chance of it being anything other than you just getting your ass whooped?
In the spar, maybe, but in basketball, you're not beating me. You're too old.
If we spar first, I guarantee I'll beat you in basketball. You will not be playing basketball when I'm done.
Okay, so we're gonna play basketball first, and then we're gonna do the sparring.
No, on a serious note though, TatePledge.com. I want to make that clear to the world because the MSN never mentions that either. TatePledge.com. I donate $25 million a year to feeding people. You go there right now. In fact, last week we were restoring eyesight.
That's beautiful.
Giving people cataract operations.
That's honestly beautiful, bro.
Yeah, you could.
We work hard to help people, Adin, and I think that you should use your massive platform and the wealth that you don't deserve.
I do, bro. You don't see it because guess what? You only see the bad controversy with my name. Nobody sees the good. I don't care about that, but you don't see it. You don't know what I do. You don't know because you don't see it. I don't blame you. But the mainstream media never puts the good shit. They only put the weird shit when it comes to my name.
Is sipping lean on stream for children to see? Is that one of the good things you do?
No. And that's why I don't sip lean anymore, Andrew.
Why'd you do it at all? Don't you feel guilty?
Of course. I wish I never even picked up that bottle. I was going through a really hard time in my life, and I really wish that I had somebody to speak to. I didn't really have anyone that took me seriously to talk to. And I fucked up, and I feel guilty about it. But I haven't been sipping, bro. I've been clean, for real.
Oh. All right. We'll see. Till the next clip turns up. And I unfortunately Unfortunately, they appear in my life. I try very hard to avoid it, but somehow just some clip of you doing something degenerate manages to appear in my ecosystem.
Wait, so I have a question. Do you see me a lot? Like, when you see me, do you like, should I check up on Adin? Do you miss me? Be honest. I miss you. I think about you all the time, bro. I really, really do miss you a lot, bro. I miss you.
No, people, when you do dumb shit, people always message me like, look, Aiden's being an idiot. Fix him. And I'm like, he can't be fixed. That's what usually happens. Every time you do something dumb, people start flooding my Twitter mentions with, look, Aiden's a loser. And it's just like, Do
you have love for me?
I don't think you're a bad person. I think you're an idiot, but you're not necessarily a bad person.
Are you perfect, Mr. Tate?
I wouldn't say I'm perfect, but I definitely strive hard to be the best version of myself, and I'm very clear and conscious of my actions, and I try and be as rational as possible, and I make sure that the decisions I make daily contribute towards increasing the life of and the quality of life, not only of my own, but also of people who I care about and people around me in the world as a whole. I don't sit there and think, oh, fuck it, I'll just drink drugs because I feel bad because, I don't know, what can you even feel bad about? What's hard about your life?
Personal manners, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Tate, I have you know, I sat in a jail cell for about 6 hours on stream.
So you copied my jail stream.
I did.
The cheap version.
Yep.
And then you never even went to jail for real, and that's why you're taking drugs.
Can I be honest though? Jail wasn't even that bad when I did the stream. I mean, I kind of went a little bit crazy. I had my phone in there, but it didn't seem like that was that bad.
Well, 6 hours in a fake jail with your phone. That's called a bedroom, my G. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but like.
That's nothing like real jail at all.
That's not true because in the real jail you can keister a phone up your butthole and poop it out, and you have it in your jail cell.
Yo.
All right. So when are we hanging out?
I think you should come here. We should spar.
Fine. Can I bring Jake Paul?
I think Jake. Well, I mean, if Jake and I were to fight, it would be big news. But we can spar. I don't know if we want to do the cameras, but he's welcome to come. Sure.
All right. I gotta come all the way to Romania. It's fine. I'll do it. I'm gonna beat your ass, kick your ass. Let's see here. If I beat you,
I want everyone in the chat to remember: one, he said he's coming to Romania, which he's not going to do. Second, he says he's going to chop his finger off, which he's not going to do. Third, he says he donates money to charity, and he's going to show us how he helps the world, which he's not going to do. Everyone should just keep track. Can someone make a Twitter account, Aiden's Lies?
They already have that. That's the funny. They already have that. That's the craziest part. They already have Aiden's Lies. They already have it.
Aiden's Lies. I'll retweet them, and we can make it go viral to show how much crap this man constantly speaks.
Bro, how did you know? Wait, did you know there's already a page called Aiden Lies?
I actually didn't know. I had no idea.
That's crazy. Yeah, they already have one. No, but Andrew, real shit though, bro. You don't see it a lot, but I really do try to help and find ways to help people for real. I really do.
Are you in Miami or LA? Where are you?
Miami. I got out of that devil place. I sold my house out there. You know, I love Miami, man. It's good. It's got some good spots in it, you know.
Have they stopped swatting you? You were getting swatted all the time at one point, weren't you?
Yeah, I got swatted in person a couple times. But I now, in Miami, I have a system with them. They would never allow me to do in LA, but I have a system where I have police roll around me pretty much everywhere I go now. They really help me out. This Miami PD are super, super helpful, and Miami PD is amazing. So they really make sure I'm safe, and other people are safe as well.
That's good. Safety is important. That's good.
Very important, man. Very important. How's the Romania police system going?
Yeah, a unique experience.
Man, yeah, man. You been playing any video games? I heard you were playing Smash Bros. Super Smash.
I would fuck you up at Smash Bros.
Stop it. No, you wouldn't.
Bro, I would mess you up.
You gotta play me in Mortal Kombat. You ever play Mortal Kombat or not?
We're gonna spar. That's Mortal Kombat. That's done.
Fair enough.
But first, I'll fuck you up at Smash Bros. Then I'll fuck you up at Mortal Kombat for real. I'll take your soul like Shang Tsung. That's gonna happen in sparring.
Okay, question.
Smash Bros. Come here. We play Smash Bros. I destroy you. Then we spar. That's our Mortal Kombat, and that's the end of Adin Ross and his career.
Fair enough. When I go to last thing before you leave or anything like that, when I go to Romania, can we hang out? Can we cook s'mores, watch movies?
What's your favorite movie, Adin? I'm curious.
I have 3 favorite movies.
Okay.
There's this movie called The Bronx Tale. It's an amazing movie. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It teaches you a very valuable lesson with life. It teaches you that there's a hardworking man who's involved in the modern day slavery. he's busting his ass off every day, providing money for his family, and he has the real job. And then there's this gangster who pretty much is rich as fuck and is splurging, and he has like the dirty money. And then there's this kid in the middle who's the hardworking man's son, but he caters more to the dirty money. It's just a super good movie. It's like it's a Collateral movie. It's really, really good. Everyone should watch The Bronx Tale. De Niro's in it. It's a good movie. That's probably my favorite movie though. What about you? What's your favorite movie? You like the Matrix?
What's the other two?
I would say my other favorite movies are. I just watched this. There's some good movies, man.
How, Aiden? How can it be How can you say I have 3 favorite movies and you don't know what they are?
It's hard. Okay.
I don't understand you as a person. I don't get how your mind functions at all. I have 3 favorite movies. What are they? Let me think of some movies. Like I don't know on what level. Are you on the spectrum, my G? What's wrong with you?
Yo, Andrew. Yes, I am actually.
What are your favorite movies?
Okay, I got you. All right. So The Bronx Tale for sure. I'm gonna say this is very, very casual answer. I'll put this at number 3, The Wolf of Wall Street. It's a good movie. I just love that movie. And number 2, it's either Get Rich or Die Trying, or it's 8 Mile.
Can you rap?
Of course.
If I write a rap, will you sing it?
Yes.
I'm gonna type it out right now.
I'll say it. I'll sing it. Come on, let's do it.
Can you see? Can you see this? Can you see this?
Yes, I can see this.
All right. All right.
You gonna type it out or what?
I'm typing it right now.
Slow ass old head.
Give me a sec. Fuck it. I'm typing. I'm making it up.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Daddy Spice.
Double Spice Daddy.
Double Spice Daddy, I'm sorry.
Yo, it's real.
What rhymes with lit? Sit,
tit, kit, mit, wit, blick. What?
You don't have any wit.
A blick, like a gun. Spit. What? Art. Clit, like a woman's clitoris.
All right, that's the first line. That's the first verse.
All right, here we go. My name Adin Ross and I chat. Enough shit. My name is Adin Ross. Being gay is a skit. Drink drugs is haram. It's fun. It's lit. Don't have a girl. Never ever seen a tit. Man, what the fuck are you writing out for me to rap? All right, can I write one and you rap it?
I'm not a rapper.
So now you're not a rapper.
I'm not a rapper. You're the rapper here.
Can I just write a song and you sing it?
Sure.
Thank you.
Write a song. I'm not going to sing it, but I have someone who can sing it very well.
Okay.
I know this very beautiful young lady. She's gorgeous, and she has the voice of an angel. And you can write a song, and I will get it professionally sung and recorded for you.
Okay.
And I'll play it on my emergency meeting.
How was your day? Tate.
Say again?
How was your day today?
How was my day? My day was good, my friend. My day was all right.
Yeah.
We have to be grateful for things. It's too easy to be ungrateful. It's too easy to not appreciate the simple things in life. If you wake up and you're breathing, you should be grateful.
Facts.
I'm always happy. My day is always good. There's a lot of things that must be done. They get done.
Yeah.
Today has been a fantastic day. I was asleep. I got woken up by my good friend Adin here. But I'm not going to complain.
Yeah, stop bitching, bro. Stop bitching. You got sand in your pussy?
I'm not going to complain.
Well, you are. Well, you are, though. You're bitching a little bit. Oh, you're a little knucklehead. I ought to smack you a little bit, huh? A little across the bald head of yours, huh? I like when you smile, man. You know, I'm the only one who makes you laugh. I really bring out your soft side. You're soft. You know what you are? You're a gentle giant. You're a sweetheart. You're like a bear. You're like that little. You're like the little LG bear right there. The little gay bear right there. That's what you are. Look, I ought to cuddle you a little bit, huh? Come on, Mr. Tate. Come on. Oh, come on. That was funny. No smiles. No chuckles.
I'm a nice guy, of course. I don't know why you threw in the gay thing.
Get the all right now. Hold on.
I am, of course, I'm a nice man. Why would I not be a nice man? I'm a very nice man.
Hold on.
Are you writing the song?
Yep.
All right, I'll get it recorded for you, and I'll put it on my emergency meeting on Rumble. Am I allowed to say Rumble on Kick? Tough. Rumble.
Yeah, you can.
Rumble for the win. Rumble.
You still move to kick. Okay.
Nah, I'm sticking with Rumble. Rumble. Did you see how they just defended Russell Brand?
What's the story with Russell Brand, Andrew? Is that like where that guy from Meet the Greek, they're trying to accuse him of being like a rapist, which is not true. Why are they doing that to him?
Well, I don't know the ins and outs, but what I do know is I broke it down on my last emergency meeting. I have a pretty strong bullshit detector, and a lot of things don't make sense. It's called lying by omission. Do you know what lying by omission means?
No.
It means if you omit some of the facts, if you hold back some of the story, you can tell a small part of the story, even though it may be true. But overall, it's a lie because you're omitting some of the very important facts. So, for example, in the recent Russell Brand attack, they said they've contacted 500 or 1,000 women who knew him, and they've now found these 3 women who are accusing him of him.
That's so stupid.
Well, yeah, that omits the 497 women who said he's a nice guy, right? So they're lying by omission, and that's the standardized tactic of the Matrix. That's what they do.
Gotcha.
He's upset some people, and he's now under attack, and Rumble have stuck up for him and said, no, we refuse to demonetize him or deplatform him. So I absolutely respect that, and I think that we're in a battle for the good of the world and the good of the universe, and I think that truth is what God always wants us to live under. And the fact that in many places in the world today, especially on the internet, you can't even say the truth or speak the truth. Any platform that stands by creators which are being Matrix attacked, I stand by. So I will never leave Rumble, ever.
Good for you. Hold on. Okay, I got your song.
Cool. Send it.
Okay, can I read it to you first?
Sure.
My name is Andrew Tate and I'm a Baldy. I really want to take a trip to the Maldives. I really want to go, but I can't leave the country. They got me on lockdown since I got out of jail. I was really waiting for Adin's letter in the mail, but I can say he really did offer to pay my bail. I love Adin, that's my brother for life. If he was a girl, I think I would make him my wife. If I was there, I would have protected him from getting stabbed from that knife.
It wasn't that bad. The last line was a bit weird. I don't know what the knife thing's about, but
Remember?
yeah, cool.
No, Andrew, I don't know if I told you the story. So when I was 12 years old and I was in my sleep, I got stabbed.
This when you were stabbed
Yeah.
with a pen.
No, it was a knife, okay? But Andrew, I got stabbed in my sleep
Show
right
everyone
here.
your wound. Show everyone your wound.
Okay.
Have you seen his wound yet?
Let me take my shirt off, Andrew.
Embarrassing. It's a fucking... He got stabbed with a pen, G.
No, I didn't, G.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah.
I just see some hairy arm, bruv.
You don't see that red mark right there?
That's what you call a wound.
I got stabbed at 9 stitches. But I ain't snitched, though. Shit.
That's not a wound, is it?
Jake, Jake, it hurt.
That's not a wound.
It fucking hurt, Jake. Ah. Okay, Andrew. So I'm gonna come out to Romania. I'll be there soon. It's not shit coming out of my mouth. It's the real deal. I'm gonna come soon, okay?
Do you think... This is a question, Adin.
Yeah.
Do you think that in the endless quest for views, that the whole streaming society and all of the streaming and all the garbage, do you think it's getting more and more degenerate and pathetic?
Yes.
Like every time, I want everyone to understand, I don't consider myself part of any of this ecosystem. I talk on Rumble, I do my show, whatever, but I don't follow it, whatever. But every time I see the odd clip here or there, it just seems like just getting worse. It's like a cesspit. It's like a race to the bottom.
I get what you're saying. It's like I get what you're saying. It's like everything just seems to be getting worse. The internet seems to be getting worse. More degeneracy. More people just doing crazier shit. Like
and just saying stupid things that they shouldn't be saying. Like I don't know where this ends. I don't know how good it can be, but I just feel like the whole streaming ecosystem is getting more degenerate by the day.
Right. I think the internet is getting worse. I think people are continuing to do the most for the camera. I think people are willing to literally do all just for the camera, for the clout now. We're in a weird spot, bro. The internet is it's getting very weird, for real. It's getting very weird.
What's the weirdest thing you've seen in the last month? I probably don't know about it. Tell me.
On the internet?
Yeah.
What did I see? Oh, okay. I saw a girl advertise her OnlyFans through her little brother. So I saw a girl, Andrew, do a little skit video on TikTok saying, "Hey, what do you think about your sister having an OnlyFans or something like that?" And then it was just crazy. I couldn't believe it. It went viral on Twitter, but it was super fucking crazy. That's just flat out demonic at that point.
Where do you think this all ends? What's the final end state?
It won't end. People are gonna start doing the crazy shit. It's gonna get worse. I think that's why I really agree with Trump's policies when he wanted to ban TikTok, for example. TikTok, I love TikTok. I mean, you get a dopamine, adrenaline when you swipe. You know what I'm saying? It's a very addictive app. It makes our attention span super low. Peanut brains, right? I heavily believe that they're trying to dumb us down even more. There's literal NPCs on TikTok. All the comment section. It's just getting worse, bro. Really is.
So how do we fight against that? How do we fight the Matrix to save the world, Aiden?
Not a lot of people can wake up. I feel like even myself, I've woken up sometimes, but then it's super easy to get distracted in this world, the society we live in, Andrew. It's super easy to get distracted because there's so many distractions going on. I think if you're around the right people, if you're connected through religion and the spiritual level of things, and you have a high vibration, you can kind of avoid all distractions and really focus on your main, yourself. The real ones will prevail.
And who's the most famous streamers in the world right now? I don't even know that. Who's like the big boys of stream?
Myself, Kai, Speed, XQC, and this guy named Jinxie. You haven't heard about? Jinxie's great. He's fucking amazing. He's new and up and coming. He's been doing this for years, but he's getting his blow up, his final blow up. He's getting his shit in. So
you should unite like the Avengers, and you should put together a plan to make sure that all the millions of youth which pay attention to your stream learn important things, and not just because entertaining is fine, but clowns entertain. You should educate. You should teach people things. That's what you should do. You should sit down with the others, and you should say, you know what? All these young people pay attention to us. We have all these massive audiences and this huge influence. Let's make sure on every show we mention something positive and try and encourage people and influence the world in a positive way.
I love that.
The reason I don't think a lot of people understand how fervent my fan base is, and the reason for it is because anybody who listens to what I say, their life genuinely improves. If I teach people things, or people watch my shows and they obey what I say, or they listen to me, their life genuinely gets better, which is why they're so emotionally invested in what I say. But you should be doing the same thing. You shouldn't just be looking to entertain. You should be looking to actually educate and help people. So you and all these other streamers you just mentioned, you should start a little group chat and say, you know what? This week we're going to talk about whatever. And you should do something positive for the world. That's what you should do, Adin. If you let me know what the topic is each week, I might even chime in. I might even review your work and go through, and obviously it won't be as good as I can do it, of course, and correct you, etc., etc. But overall, if we work as a team, we might be able to do something fantastic for the planet. Wouldn't that be amazing? Wouldn't that be good?
It'd be more than amazing. That's life changing at that point. It really is. Yo, we should get a house together, me and you. We should really live together.
No.
Why, bro? We could do so much together. So many projects and shit. Why not?
That would be,
What do you say, Jay?
Project would I need? Yeah, go on, Jay.
that would be a good idea. For real.
What project could I possibly need you for? Adin?
Me and you? What do you mean? There's so much we could do together.
Like?
Me, you, we could create projects on projects on projects, and we could change the world.
What could we do? Well, I mean, what could you help me with? I'm genuinely asking. I sat and spoke with Tristan at length about you as a person, and I said, by educating Adin and correcting him of his ills and trying to direct him away from sin, I do believe by proxy we can help the world. You even said, I'm going to get in fantastic shape. I'm going to inspire so many kids. But you're just a waste of time. You're just a liar. You don't do anything.
I have you know, you've never been addicted to something in your life before, clearly. No. Whoa, hold on. No, I'm not saying
talking about addiction.
I'm just saying if you've never been addicted to something, you wouldn't know. I'm just telling you right now, the internet, it's easy to clown people for addiction, Andrew. But I was addicted. I got off that shit. I mean, I fucked up, but it's not too late. I'm 22. I have tons of time.
You have tons of time. That's right.
Okay.
You can't talk to me about addiction because that's a cop out and that's an excuse. And I don't.
I agree to an excuse. I agree to an excuse.
I don't operate in the realm of excuses. I'm uninterested. I don't care what your stupid excuse is.
But
you're a full-grown adult, and you know what the right decision and the wrong decision is. And the fact that you went out of your way to procure a substance to drink, you tried very hard to get it. I'm not going to sit here and pretend that you're somehow a victim to this shit. That whole mentality is broken and wrong. The victim mentality that, oops, it happened to me, is the reason why it happens in the first place. You should happen to life. Life shouldn't happen to you, my friend. So you should wake up and say, no, I decide what I do with my life, and I take absolute accountability for all the actions I undertake, and every single thing that I do with my body and my mind is my conscious decision. The fact you're still framing it as in it happened to you and you had no part to play shows you've yet to learn your lesson. I don't give a shit how addicted you believe you were. Bro, I could quit food. During Ramadan, I quit food. I can quit food. You're talking about addiction. I quit food, G. So don't talk to me about addiction. I can go without food, without water, without fucking cigars. I went without my family, without phone calls. I sat in a room by myself staring at a wall. Don't talk to me about addiction. It's bullshit, and it's a cop-out, and you know it is.
You're right. I'm sorry. That was wrong. I'm going to take accountability. You're right. It is a cop-out.
Take accountability.
It's an excuse.
Fucked up.
I fucked up.
Properly, you're going to do it again. What I'm saying is, with this massive platform all of you guys have, you should get together and you should try and do something interesting. You should raise the global consciousness, especially amongst the youth, of very important issues which are not discussed in the world today. There's very important things that nobody are talking about.
Yeah. I agree with you on that part, bro. You know, I do. I do. You're right. It's a cop-out. It's an excuse.
I'm always right. What else happened in the streaming world? Come on, educate me on the drama. Is there anything else interesting, or is it all just...
You missed Fuzi. Fuzi was like a super... he's going to come back, but he's a super entertaining streamer. He was going live like pretty much every second of the day. Is it okay if DANIS joins?
Oh, bruv.
Can he join?
Oh, fuck it. Go on then.
Okay, I'm gonna tell him right now. Okay. Let me see real quick. He's getting his shit set up. All right, so Fuzi, he's right now in a mental spot because he was streaming so much, he was doing such a crazy good job that like he kind of lost it, but he's doing a lot better now. I talked to him. He's getting the proper medical attention he needs, and he'll be back very soon. But Fuzi was doing setting insane milestones and doing some really crazy numbers. He was really doing a good job as far as what he was doing.
That's good. I don't know about the ins and outs of that, but that's good.
What else? What else have you missed in the streaming world? Let's see. What else, Chad? I know there's other.
How famous would you say you are out of 10, Adin? Like you're like 10 out of 10?
No.
How famous do you feel?
No. I would say out of how famous am I? I'm probably like a 6.
Do you get recognized all the time in the street?
Yeah. I don't go anywhere without security.
Do they say nice things to you, or do they say mean things to you, Adin?
Nice things. I've never had anyone do some weird shit. Except for this one time I was streaming and this guy who was dressed up as a Jew, he called me like a disgrace to my religion.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I've never had anyone really do anything like weird, bro. I've never, maybe like once, twice, maybe. But nah, I mean, everyone was really nice, bro. I think people in the comments when they talk shit, they just do it because it gets the likes. But in person, if they see me, I think there's an illusion that I get a lot of hate on Twitter, like the left community though. Like, you know what I mean? Like the lefts hate me. They just hate me.
Well, yeah, but they're not real people. They're gremlins, G. They're not real
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, they hate me at guts. They do. They want me to die. They tell me to kill myself. They tell me to do all these horrible things. The left hates me, but I don't really get hate from like in person. No, I don't. The non-NPCs.
I believe you completely because I have never had a negative interaction with anybody, male or female, ever.
Yeah.
Thousands of people have come up to me, male and female, and nobody has said anything bad ever. In fact, my biggest fans are women. My biggest fans are women. Women love the things I say. Finally, you're saying it. I want a man like you. Blah blah blah. I never have anything negative said to me, so I do believe you.
Dylan's
only on the internet.
Dylan's on the way.
And comments and garbage.
Dylan's on the way, but yeah, I agree, bro. I don't know what it is, but okay. So in the last 10 years, Andrew, the internet has gotten progressively worse, and it's made people do the most for the camera and stuff. It's just progressively getting worse. So you asked me, what do you think is next? What do you think the world we're heading? Let's just say it gets to 2030. In 7 years from now, what's next? I probably won't be on the internet anymore, but what's next?
I don't want to be arrogant, but I do believe, me personally, by myself, has been a massive cultural shift. I don't want to be arrogant, but I actually do believe that. So I'll give you some examples, like partying, popping bottles, doing drugs, all this garbage. I don't think that's cool anymore. I think working hard, training hard, dedicating yourself to God, being an upstanding citizen, doing the right thing, I think that's much cooler than it used to be. If you look at the people who are on Instagram even, right? 5-6 years ago, it was all about partying and bottles and stuff. Now the biggest accounts are about fitness and health and spirituality.
You did shift it.
I think it shifted. And I remember when I was first canceled and I was deleted from everything, I did Patrick Bet David's podcast, and I said, I think they made a mistake banning me because they underestimate how strong my fan base is, and they misunderstand that I'm dedicating people towards truth. And the harder they
Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing, Andrew? I want to add this in. When you got banned, and you got canceled, and I was still on that full leftist platform, did I not still check in with you and say, get on this shit and talk your shit? I didn't give a fuck, bro. I've always stood by you and rid for you, bro. I never betrayed you.
That's true. But I do think that we're shifting global consciousness, and I like to think that overall we're doing good for the world. And you're saying, where's the world heading? I don't know. The streamer world's kind of a unique one, but in my experience, I think we're actually in a better place. I think we're actually doing better. We have more truth now on the internet than we ever before. We're starting to get a little bit more freedoms. They're trying to clamp down on us, but we can talk about different points of view, different opinions. I don't think that the psychos on the left have the control they had before Elon came along and bought Twitter, and we have some other platforms like Rumble and et cetera we can tell the truth on.
Right.
And I do think that consciousness is shifting. I just think that the streaming community is one of the unique ones left where people are still trying to race to the bottom as opposed to just do good things for people and just try and be a good person. So if I was a streamer, which I'm not, but if I streamed every day, I just dedicate my stream every day to just trying to do amazing stuff in the world. I'll just say, hello, here's what I'm doing in Nigeria today. Hello, here's what I'm doing in Gambia today. Hello, here's what I'm doing in the Moroccan earthquake. And I try and actually help the world. And I think that that's a better thing to do than just talk shit. I know it's not for everybody, but I think that overall, I think global consciousness is shifting. I'm trying to be positive.
I know.
Because to a degree, I've martyred myself and I've damaged my own life to tell the truth and to inspire people to be upstanding people. And I think that maybe I feel better if I feel like I've been successful in that goal.
So I do heavily believe that like you've added a shift in the world. My bad, Jay. Can you mute your mic? I think it's your TV.
Okay.
You're all good. You're good. So I think you added a shift in the world. I think what you've done, you made it not cool anymore. Like I think if you go to the club and shit and you flex all these bottles and these girls in your section, it's not the same, bro. It's like who cares anymore, right?
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares anymore. It's overdone. It's outplayed. It's overdone. It's like I just don't understand anymore the internet now. You did shift it, bro. And honestly, you made freedom of speech kind of come back on the internet. It was getting really bad, bro. If I would say something that was controversial, I'd be canceled and banned. You added a shift and you added so much influence on basically having people not really get canceled as much. Like you kind of shifted cancel culture in a way.
Yeah, I led it from the front, and you're right. I did shift cancel culture because they overstepped with me, and the only guarantee of power is that one day you're going to lose it because you overuse it, and they overused it with my cancellation, and it opened up the. I mean, I opened up a way for people to not be canceled. I was the first guy to get canceled and get more famous than ever before, so nobody fears it anymore. And I don't regret any of the things I've said. I stick by what I've said. Like, women still can't park cars. I'll sit here right now and say women can't park.
Right.
I see them all crashing. I mean what I say what I mean. That doesn't make me a bad person.
And now that I'm on Twitch, I'm gonna agree with you, bro. Girls can't drive for shit. Facts.
Oh, you made me laugh.
But Andrew, like, but that's what I'm saying. You were ahead of it, and again, like, now when I give flowers to people, it's considered dick sucking in my world. I'm not dick sucking. I'm really seeing facts. You were first to do all these things. You were growing so quick. You were the #1 most Googled person. They had to find a way to shut you down because of how much influence you held, right? And then they would blame you when kids at school would mistreat people because they would see these little clips and be like, "Oh, Top G did or whatever." But so you would kind of get like the blame for the toxicity from the youth, but it really is not your fault. That's just how you kind of they would just see the funny clips, not the actual truth you would speak, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that's what they try and do because that's how the Matrix works. It lies by omission. It takes very small parts of the overall picture. Yeah, and it amplifies the small parts it wants to try and paint a narrative which happens to be false. That's what they do as a whole. The Matrix lies by omission constantly and permanently.
Right.
But I know overall inside my heart, I'm a force for good. And I don't regret anything I've ever said. I don't need to regret it. I mean everything I've said. I stick by it. But I do think that we're entering a consciousness where now all the shit that used to be cool isn't cool anymore. And we have to decide what the new cool is. And the new cool is, yeah, training and working hard and taking care of your family and believing in God. Yeah, that's all cool. But there has to be a stage after that.
So what is after that? What is that? I
don't know. We're going to see because you can't be a hero without a villain, right?
Right.
I don't think people at home understand that. I understand very well the harder they attack me, the more important my message is and the more important my message becomes. You can't be a hero without a villain. So we're going to have to see what they try and impose on the world and what slavery comes next that we have to resist against. But I think that inspiring people to be brave and strong and perspicacious and pay attention and notice things is a very important tool and a very important way to resist the Matrix as a whole. So I don't know. When's the last time you read the news?
I don't do it anymore. I can't. It's bullshit.
It's all a lie.
It's all bullshit.
Where do you get your real news from?
You honestly, nowadays, I don't know. You know it's crazy. And now it's even on Twitter. Now with Elon Musk allowing everyone to be verified, you don't know what's real, what's fake anymore. You know what I mean? You see all these accounts that are verified. Twitter was my main news because I'm not your generation. So and my chat could agree. The youth, we check Instagram and Twitter. We don't really go on like the news. You know what I'm saying? That's really our parents. So the news is fake. 90% of what you see is really fake, or it's very what's exaggerated. So I don't know what's real, what's fake, Andrew. It's hard to tell. You have to really just see for yourself. I guess
that's our next mission. That's our next mission, Adin. We have to teach people to discern the truth from the lies. If we do that, we can save the world.
So Andrew, seeing is believing, right? I don't really. You can't really. If I tell you something, right, and I'm a news outlet, and I tell you something. For example, I'll give you an example. Andrew, I was in New York City. By the way, New York is horrible now, Andrew. All these NPCs, I would go around and ask them, how many genders are there? They couldn't answer it. They were afraid. I'd be like, so when you're at a gender reveal, how many colors are there when you pop the balloons? 2, how many genders are there? They wouldn't do it. They couldn't say it, right? Check this out, Andrew. I would ask people, Trump or Biden? I'm a black woman. I can never vote Trump because I'm black and he's racist. And I'd be like, Trump or Biden? Biden, isn't Trump in jail? That must mean he's guilty of something. These people don't really do their own research. They look at these articles that they see. Trump indicted because of charges. They try to really pin it on Trump. I look at you and Trump. I would love to see you and Trump eventually have some type of conversation. I need to see it. That is just something I need to see happen. You and Trump, right? Because these people are so brainwashed by the front page, they're afraid to click it. It's just, everything is super propaganda. Everything.
Well, it takes a degree of bravery to resist the slave mind. That's one of the things that's lacking in the world today. That's why I was seen as such a threat, because I was inspiring bravery amongst men to stand up and have an opinion which is counter to the culture.
Right.
Having an opinion which is different than the news says requires a degree of bravery because you will be attacked for that. Look at what's happening to Russell right now. This is what happened.
What did he say though? What did he say for them to start coming for him though?
He went against Big Pharma and went against the vaccines, and now this has appeared.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah.
So who funds the MSM? Do you pay for it?
No. Well, I don't. What's the MSM? No, I'm saying. What is that?
Does anybody pay for that shit?
What's the MSM?
Mainstream media.
Who funds it? I mean, the government does, right?
Big Pharma funds it.
Big what?
Amongst others. So if you attack them, they're going to hit back, right? Of course.
Yeah, it makes sense. You can't come at their mainstream media, or else they'll come at you. So it makes sense. It's just I gotta see Trump Tate. I gotta see it, bro. I gotta fucking see it. And you guys are on Rumble. I gotta see it, chat. We gotta see Trump Tate.
Do you think he's going to win the next election?
I think, you know what's funny, Andrew? The shift in cancel culture, what you've done. I'm not saying Andrew Tate is the reason why Trump's going to win the election. What I'm saying, what you've done is you've made people realize, you know what? Look what they're doing to Andrew Tate. They're trying to pin him down with all this bullshit because he's speaking the truth. Now look at Russell, same shit. Look at Trump, same shit. They're trying to speak the truth and help people. Trump is our best bet right now we have as far as, you know what I mean? He's all we got. Yep. We can't go with Sleepy Joe. Joe Biden, he lied about the being what did he say about the 9/11? He lied about being out.
He was there the day after. Yes, right.
He lied about that. He can't even formulate a proper sentence, Andrew. He doesn't know what he's saying. If he wasn't in office, he would be in a retirement home. You know, it's the truth. You know, so what I'm saying is they're trying to force Biden to come and get reelected again. And I think since cancel culture has shifted, Andrew, I think seeing people seeing that Trump is being indicted for some bullshit, they're like, okay, now I want Trump back. Because look at it like this. Look what Biden's doing. He's funneling money from Ukraine. He's pocketing a bunch of fucking money, Andrew. A bunch of fucking money from Ukraine. Andrew,
you need more security, G, if you keep talking like this.
Andrew, we're giving Ukraine $70 billion, but why are people in Maui burning right now? We're giving $700 a household. Come on, Andrew, that's not right. We're giving Maui.
Like you're waking up, Adin. You're starting to understand how the whole world works. You're starting to understand it all. I remember when we first spoke. I remember before I was canceled, I was talking about the Matrix. Everyone thought I was crazy. I was like, what? He's talking about the Matrix. What's he talking about? And now look, as each passing day comes, I'm more and more vindicated. People understand everything I've ever said is true. It's all orchestrated. And a lot of people think that the system is broken. They think, oh, the system is broken because the politicians don't do what we want and the poor get poorer and the rich get richer. But they don't understand the system is not broken. The system is operating exactly as it's supposed to operate. It's always been designed to operate this way. It's been designed so the average person has no power. It's been designed so the poor get poorer and the rich get richer.
That's it.
It's operating exactly as it's supposed to.
It's a rigged system. At the end of the day, it's a rigged system. And that's why I love the movie The Bronx Tale. Everyone's got to watch it. I'm telling you. You got to watch it too. It shows the man that's working the modern day slavery, busting his ass, working the correct job. He's a bus driver. And then it shows the dirty money guy, the hustler. It shows a collateral life. It shows like 2 and 2. It shows this guy's not getting paid shit, minimum wage, but he's busting his ass every day. It shows the hustler. You know, people are really now, Andrew, I think what you've done, you really helped understand, you've helped young men understand, especially like you got to wake the fuck up and you got to not really be stuck in this modern day slavery trap forever. You know, you're giving people a good mindset. I just want people to keep it. It's hard. I'm telling you, Andrew, you might say a bunch of things. If we used to see your clips on TikTok, Andrew, they took you off TikTok. Andrew, my TikTok with you, I know was, who the fuck is he? I need my balls yet? Or whatever the fuck, the gay TikTok I did with you or whatever. They took it down. You're banned on TikTok. Your face is banned. Your voice is banned. Why? Because your clips would give young men enlightenedness, and when they would scroll and they would see it, they would stop and view your TikTok. You were doing that for the young men. So now a bunch of young men, unfortunately, they're going back to their old ways because we don't see you anymore. I'm not trying to say when you would really be on people's pages a lot, it was easy to lock in, Andrew, but now we're getting distracted by bullshit and this and that and this. So it's harder sometimes because we don't have a lot of you. We don't have a lot of people that are really trying to help. You understand what I'm saying?
That's right. That's why you're going to put the Avengers together. Put the Avengers together and talk about an important topic every week, and update me each week on what the topic is. I'm very curious. I think
the most important topic that we don't get a lot is young men's mental health. Everyone thinks that men's mental health is a pussy shit and all these things, but you know, Andrew, a lot of men they suffer a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress and a lot of depression, and I think men's mental health is a very big thing that needs to be discussed more and taken seriously. Do
you know why a lot of men are depressed?
The internet is a bigger. The reason why depression has gone up is because the internet. I believe
it's because life as a man is depressing. If you're a normal average man, your life sucks. Of course you're depressed. Your life's shit.
It's true.
Girls don't want you. You're expected to have money. Girls think men just have money, G. If I go on a date, the women I date, the beautiful women I date, every man she's ever known in her life has been rich. Men just have money. She doesn't know where from. She doesn't care where from.
She have money.
Just expects you to have money. Like she just expects you to have arms. You're like, oh, you got arms, you got money, you got legs, you got face, you got money. It's normal. They don't even, because in their world, when you're that beautiful, you don't talk to broke guys.
No.
You've never met a broke man. You never sat with them. You never paid any attention to them. So every man you've ever dated or been with is rich. So you're a normal dude, and they expect you just to be able to pull Lambos out your ass, put them on a private jet, put them on a yacht. If you can't do that, you're a loser to them, right?
I've seen
women don't want to date a man who's short and broke, but to rich men, they're all short brokies to us. But they don't want to do it the other way around. So the reason men are depressed is because the life for the average man is a very depressing life. You have huge societal expectations. We constantly talk about the societal expectations on girls and how it's unfair that we have these beauty standards they can't match. Look at the societal expectations on men. We're expected to be rich. We're expected to be smart and interesting. We're expected to be things we can't even help. We're judged for our height far more than the girl is judged for anything about her. And if she has something she's not happy about, she can change it with surgery. You can't change a lot of the things about you as a man. Not all of them.
It's true.
So the reason a lot of men are depressed is because their lives are depressing. I'd be depressed if I was most men because their lives are unremarkable.
It also doesn't help.
As a man, you need to be a remarkable person.
It also
it's difficult.
It also doesn't help that the average man, he looks at social media, he sees people flexing cars and all these things. And, you know, it's cool to use. Some men can use as motivation. It's so motivating. I want to be like this guy. How do I do it? You know what I mean? How do I? But the men that don't understand and they don't use that as motivation, they might look at it as like, damn, this guy's living way better than me. You know? So
completely.
Yeah.
Instagram is absolutely utterly another massive factor in amplifying depression rates amongst the populace completely. If I was a normal dude and I saw, well, I don't have it, but back when I had Insta, if I would have saw my profile, I'd be pissed. I'd be furious. Like, look at this guy, how he lives.
Yeah, I agree with you. No, I mean, it
is upsetting. So the reason a lot of men are depressed is because life as a man is depressing. But the bottom line behind it, the red pill, is that nobody cares about men and nobody cares that we're depressed.
That's it.
And they pretend they care and they say, oh, we care about men's mental health. But then what do they offer as a prescription? They offer more of the slave mind, more obedience, more complicity. They want us to sit there and be better slaves, but that's never going to result in happiness for a man. You're not going to be happy with yourself inside of your heart. You're not going to be respected by women. You're never going to be rich and successful. Inside of every single man, there's a rebel. We like the idea of standing up and saying the things we're not supposed to say. We like the idea of standing up and sticking by what we believe in, protecting and providing for the people we care for. Even those things are seen as wrong now. If I sit with these matrix-minded liberal psychos and say that I pay for my girlfriend's life and I pay for my mother's life, I take care of all the women in my life, they see me as oppressive and dangerous because I take care of people, because I'm a nice person, because I give people money. It's crazy. So these people, the only prescription they have is further down the slave mind. Anyone who buys that is going to be annihilated by themselves. And this is what I say when a lot of people have said to me, Andrew, why haven't you just disappeared and given up? This war is here, and the war is not going anywhere. And you can either stand up and resist the slave mind, resist the matrix, and fight the war against them and feel true to yourself and true to your heart, or you can give in to their programming and fight a war against yourself because you're going to sit there depressed, arguing with your own mind all day, unsure why you're constantly unhappy. Men are unhappy because the life path which has been laid out for us is a depressing one. It's a depressing one. That's why men are depressed. It's a depressing life.
Damn, it's true. Girls have it so much, like, girls, like, really have it, like, the average girl has it so much easier if you think about it. Like, it's different. I guess it's different, but, like, it's not, it's corny and it's, like, super fucking, like, pussy to, like, if you're a man and you... How do I put this in the right words? Like what you just talked about, like it's almost as like it's like not talked about ever. The average man life being depressing, like it needs to be talked about more. It needs to be, people need to be more vocal about it. People need to really, That's why, Andrew, I really believe school's so outdated, as you and I both know that. Schools are so outdated. The average man is in debt, right, Andrew? Like, would you say what percentage of man is in debt?
I think everybody's in debt. And yeah, the educational system is femme-centric anyway. It's designed for females to excel over men.
And New York City, NYU, we were interviewing them, and they were saying that their tuition's $100,000 a year to be in NYU, and they were learning about genders in their fucking school, they were telling me. They're learning about gender shit in their school. So they're being taught bullshit and paying $100,000 a year. So by the time they get out with a bachelor's, which by the way, a bachelor's really doesn't do anything anymore. You need to go for like a 5th or 6th year. So they're going to pay $500,000, come out with a degree. They're going to be $500,000 in debt. They're going to come out with a degree, and they can't. And that's not even guaranteeing a job anymore. The school system is so outdated. And I genuinely believe that schools, high schools particularly, need to be teaching students about mental health, and they need to be teaching people about what's right and what's wrong and like what matters in the real world. Why in school was I not taught about expressing my feelings and talking about real shit? Why in school am I learning about shit that won't apply to me? When was the last time you ever used a Pythagorean fucking theorem or a periodic table, right? Why am I not learning about certain shit like that? Taxes. They want us to come out and just know this shit. I don't know how to fucking...
Yeah, the educational system is not designed to free you from the Matrix. It's designed to prepare you for the Matrix. And it's designed to prepare you for slavery.
Yeah.
This is why I'm seen as such a threat. So the UK government has banned me from schools, and they say that I'm dangerous to the children. It's not because I'm making the kids say anything wrong or do anything bad. It's because I'm teaching them that you can learn more about life and about how to be successful from me than you can from their degrees. That's what it is. People come and they join my newsletter, which is free, cobratate.com. I have a completely free newsletter, which will teach you more about life and more about making money and more about success and more about mental fortitude than you will ever learn in your 5-year, $500,000 degree from NYU.
It's true. It's true. So, Andrew, the new word they're spamming when we talk now is yap. You know what it is? It's because these TikTok kids came up with a terminology called yapping. These TikTok peanut brains. And what it is they don't have a high attention span. So anytime that we're having a real conversation, it's flying right through. It's coming out this year, come out the other year. They can't get a grip on a fucking topic anymore.
They want us to run around and scream and be stupid and jump and throw out computers and garbage, which is fine.
Yeah.
But it's fine because for there to be winners, there has to be losers.
Yeah.
Anybody who can't pay attention to people who are living the life they want to live.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons I'm so successful is because I'm so financially successful, much more than people would even possibly believe. If I told you how much money I have, you wouldn't even believe me. And
I think you told me in person, like a ballpark or some shit. But like I was like, damn. I be honest, it is way more than what people say it is. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah,
I have a very fantastic life, and if people can't sit and pay attention and say, "Look, this guy's living the life I want to live," I should listen to him because they'd rather it be cut down and condensed into few-second clips, or because nobody's throwing a drink or acting like an asshole, it's not interesting to them. Then they're born to lose.
I agree.
There has to be losers for there to be winners. So that's not a problem to me. I'm not overly concerned with the losers of the world. What I am concerned with, and the people I do care about, are the people who are smart enough to look at their life and look around them and say, I'm only going to live once. Perhaps I will live into eternity. That's a spiritual question. But I'm living on this version of reality. I'm this person once. This is my existence, and it's shit. And I want it to be better. But you're never going to be able to excel as an individual if you can't pay attention to anything ever. So you're right. Yeah. TikTok has destroyed the brains of the youth. TikTok has destroyed the world. But it's not just TikTok. It's also streaming. Bro, that's why I asked about the streaming culture. Every single person I see on stream is doing some dumb shit.
I agree with you, honestly. Streaming it's damaging for sure. It wasn't always like this, bro. I've been streaming for years, Andrew, a lot before a lot of people knew who I was. It wasn't always like this. The chat is different now. The community is different. The people are different than what it was before. It's because what's happening now is they're coming from TikTok. They'll see a clip. They're like, okay, cool. I'm going to catch him next time he's live. And they're going to bring that negativity, TikTok attention span, peanut brain to a chat. And they basically want to see people do the most for the camera. And so the streamer is pressured because that's his job. He has to entertain. He has to perform. So It brings him to a, damn, what do I do? How do I perform? It plays with his mental. And the reason why I'm speaking, because I've had it before.
I completely believe you. I believe you. But I still do. I like to be positive. And I do think the consciousness is changing. And I think that we're entering a reality where there is going to be a shift. Well, who's the third person?
Dyllon DANIS is on the way.
Dyllon. Right. My man Dyllon. Dyllon DANIS.
But no, and then
we're entering a new stage of consciousness, and there's going to be two types of people: people who want to get better and live a good life, and people who don't.
Do you guys have the same tattoo?
Got the shades and everything.
Hey, Dylan, you have the same tat as him?
No, dude, hold on, I can't really hear you. How do I do this?
You gotta turn your volume. Turn your volume up on your phone. Oh no, you have to hit the speaker button. I think maybe.
Let's see. Can I hear you now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yo.
Kind of hard to hear you. Maybe should I put headphones?
AirPods might work. Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. Let me get headphones. I didn't realize I only have my phone. That's
Why do you guys have the same tattoo?
You're top G's. That's why.
So wait,
Where's
should I get it then?
You should. Do you have any tattoos?
Well, it's haram, right, Andrew, to get tats?
Yeah. Is it? A lot of things are haram.
True. Wait, but Andrew, in Islam and the Muslim culture, in the religion, is if you had tattoos, Andrew, if you had tattoos prior to conversion, right? Like it's okay, right?
Yeah, it's reversion, yes. And I'm not an Islamic scholar. I'm still learning along with everybody else. And I'm very careful about talking about the religion because I believe it's a beautiful religion. And I have a lot of respect for it. And I don't want to ever get anything wrong. But when you revert, all of your sins are forgiven.
Gotcha.
So, yes.
Yo, Dylan, what's good?
This is not really working.
What the fuck is he wearing?
Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah, we're good. Well, I have no shirt on. Take your shirt off.
Okay.
Andrew, did you see me and him train or not?
I saw you. I saw him on the ground crying.
I was trying to man him up, but it's pretty tough, to be honest.
Does he even try and fight back, or does he just like squirm like a little girl and stuff?
Nah.
Shut up!
Nah, he just squirms like a little girl.
Dude,
You did. You know you did.
You're out of my fucking weight class.
Actually, we might be the same weight, to be honest. I think. Why are you putting your shirt back on? You feeling uncomfortable?
Because you make me feel insecure. I have to take a bathroom break. I'm gonna go pee. All right, you guys go ahead and catch up. Be right back.
So when's the fight, Dylan?
October 14th.
Chat. Let me know if there's
Now I'm
anything.
getting lawsuits up the ass, man. I don't know what to do. It's just bullshit. Court every day.
It's called lawfare, bro. That's what they do. That's what this has always been the primary weapon of the Matrix. Lawfare. They just attack you with lawsuits and they try and drain you financially and try and distract you. It's endless.
I think Logan doesn't want me to show up. I think that's where I'm at right now. I think he doesn't want to fight me. I think he's just trying to get me to pull out somehow, so then he looks like the hero. You know, I don't know. It's bullshit because this is all going through him. You know, and even if I win the case, right, I still have to pay over $400,000 in just attorney fees, lawyer fees. So it's like just bullshit. When I'm promoting a fight, this is the biggest fight he's ever done, or event he's ever done, and I made the whole event. Like it's just bullshit, man.
Well, you did make the event interesting. I'll give you that. I have to be. You certainly made it interesting.
For jiu-jitsu, you got to be boxing. I have to do something. Come on. I mean, we're not going to talk about me and him boxing. We're both not boxers. Like we have to. It has to be something else, you know.
And you chose an interesting topic. I'm trying to stay neutral because I'm in the middle of a judicial process. And
I know.
What I say, you know.
I know. I
can say that you've made it interesting. Let's put it that way.
No, I mean, I'm gonna say. I'll be honest. You did, Dylan.
But one thing I'll tell you, this would have never worked if it wasn't Logan, if he wasn't a scumbag, and if it wasn't true what was being like all the stuff I put out about his girl is real. Everything is real, and that's the only reason it works. And I never said anything about her. I never put like you're a whore, this or that. I just put pictures up, and I just let the people decide. So that's how it went. And like I think it would only work against Logan. Like if I was talking about Dustin Poirier or something like that, or someone else, I don't think it would have worked as like the same way. So that's my opinion on it.
Dylan,
and I'm not getting any back end. So he's making all the money off this, and now he's trying to sue me. So like, fuck him, man. Sorry. Okay.
What do you think, Adin?
I'm saying, if you're being sued up the ass, are you guys still gonna fight?
Yeah, we're supposed to, yeah. But like, what's the point in this? Like, I'm getting another lawsuit every single day. I have to go to the gym. I got guys waiting at the gym trying to fucking serve me papers. I can't even go to the gym. Now they dox my fucking apartment, and I'm trying to get swatted all the time. Like it's fucked up.
Welcome to the club. We've all been swatted. Me, Andrew, and you now. So, welcome to the club.
I guess so. Yeah, it's just bullshit, bro. It's just fucking with the training. But he's an easy fight, so I really don't mind.
I can't wait. Yeah, it's lawfare. It's endless. And I like to consider myself an arbitrator of truth. I like to consider myself a pretty fair guy. What you just said is pretty fair. You're presenting information without comment, and you're allowing people to come to their own conclusions. And
the only reason I'm getting more upset now at her and I'm going at her is because she's suing me, and she's suing me over trying to lie, saying I hacked her Snapchat in 2014 on an iPad. I'm like, what the hell? I don't even know who the hell you were in 2014. Like, it's all bullshit stories trying to make me look like a bad guy that hacked their stuff. Never hacked anybody's stuff. Those pictures are all easily found online, you know? Like, I could prove that everything was online already. So even though
Chad, Dylan or Logan, who y'all got in the boxing match?
I still have to pay my attorney fees and my lawyer fees. This case can go on for 2-3 years. So, like, it's just bullshit, you know? I'd rather give that money to people or to the people that he scammed in that sense.
Yeah, that's how lawfare works. They attack you endlessly. And I mean, Logan and I have had our disagreements in the past. That's certain. But
I thought he was an entertainer, you know. I thought he would have understood the promotion side of this, you know. So I guess not. I guess he can't handle it. He's egotistical. He can't handle when he gets the fire put back on him and he can't control the narrative. He just sues. So just like a
Chris, I mean, yo, Dylan, later this week or next week, would you be down to do what I did with Fury and KSI? Would you and Logan be down to come into Discord together on my stream?
No, I don't know. I mean, sure. I don't mind doing that stuff with him. It's just he talks over you. He yells. He kind of does this whole WWE thing. It's just like really annoying to talk to. But I mean, I don't mind. He doesn't. And whenever you make a good point, he'll just be like, he'll go to the next thing, and then he'll just like try to start yelling again and try to not let you prove a point. He's just really like, you know, he doesn't know how to have a discussion.
Okay.
do you think he's happy with his relationship?
I think now, no. I don't think so. I think he didn't know a lot of things that I know, and I know a lot of things that I don't put out there. That how many guys that she's done? Like it's some crazy shit that she's a crazy girl. Like I don't know. I mean, he might be happy, but I don't know. I think he's going to get divorced. He's going to get half his money taken in a couple of years.
Jesus.
But I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not here to personally attack anybody, but I do think in my personal experience, I'll speak from my own personal experience. In my personal experience, women who have been with lots of guys, they struggle to stay dedicated to a guy.
Yeah. Especially the girl that has been with over celebrities-wise, probably 20, 30 celebrity men. And then regular guys, probably over 100, and maybe more that I know of that I haven't put out there. And like guys that there's guys that are in the city, like just like club guys that have dated her for like months on end, taking her to weddings, and like multiple groups. You know, she grew up in New York City, so she was just like that kind of normal socialite girl that dated every single club guy, stuff like that. He was actually presented, so the way he was presented to her is from a club guy. He's a promoter. And basically, like, you know, when you go out, and you guys probably have done this, like, you know, you go out with a promoter, they want to bring you chicks, and they do that kind of thing just to, like, look good. So he was actually brought her by a club promoter, and then he ended up marrying her. That's how they got together. That's the story.
There's a reason why men value innocence in women, and I think the innocence it's very attractive to us instinctually, and I think there's a bunch of reasons for it, but also one of the reasons for it is because we understand that psychological damage affects everybody, and breakups are psychologically damaging. And as a man, you're supposed to have scars, and you're supposed to go through difficult things and have trials and tribulations and be a damaged person to be a good man. The best men have had hard lives. But I don't think the best women have had hard lives. I think a woman who's been through a bunch of trauma usually ends up struggling to some degree, and she doesn't manage to dedicate herself fully to the next relationship. And I mean, I'm not here to wish any harm on anyone. Like I said,
neither. I don't hope they get.
I'm in a very interesting situation, but
yeah, of course.
Yeah,
and I don't wish they divorce, and I don't wish all these bad things on them. I mean, like that doesn't bother me. I was just putting facts out there. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't really give two shits about the kid's life. I hope he goes on and whatever, you know, fuck it, does what he has to do. But you know, it's a fight at the end of the day. We're promoting a fight, and
yeah, when you're promoting a fight, all gloves are basically off. I mean,
yeah,
that's how fights are promoted, right?
Especially when it's two guys. I mean, one guy I never boxed, and the second guy never won a fight. So what are we going to talk about? Our left and right hooks? Like, no one wants to hear about that shit.
When's the fight?
This fight would never been talked about. You know what I mean? So I had to make it interesting. So there's a reason that he picked me. I made trouble, I made drama, and I did it. And I'm making him a shit ton of money. So
you did it, bro.
Yeah.
You did it. You did it. It can't be denied. You did it. And as for the future and what it holds for him, I guess it's his decision. I guess he feels like he knows her in a way that other people don't know her. But we can only talk from our personal experiences. And I think that men as a whole, all across the planet, all men value or all men respect women who are extremely exclusive or have extreme.
What is a lot of, sorry to interrupt. What is considered for a girl a lot of bodies or a lot of, what would you guys consider a lot of?
What would you say, Adin, first?
I think it depends on the age. Is that a good?
Okay.
Okay, so like I would say my age, under.
Well, she's 31. She's 31. So you're going at her age. If you're going to marry a 31.
Okay, so if I was 30 years old nowadays if I'm 30 years old and I'm not specifically Logan, I'm not gonna personally attack Logan or anything like that or Nina.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I'm just saying if I was 30 years old and I'm going for another 30-year-old, I mean, dude, Andrew, these girls lie all the time about their bodies. You never fucking know. You can't tell.
Yeah.
So
let's be honest. If you go to a club and you fuck a girl on the first night, do you really think you're the special one that you exactly? So you know they're doing it all the time.
What's the average girl? Would you guys say?
Aiden, I'm going to disagree with you there because I know what you're saying. They do lie, but I also think you can tell. I think that it's easy. It's easy to get like deluded, and it's easy to get led down the garden path, which is an English expression. It's easy to get led by a girl, and she can lie to you, and you can fall for the tricks. But I do think that part of you knows you're being lied to, and you just like to believe in the delusion. I think you can tell for some reason. I don't know why. I've always been able to tell. I can just tell. I have like spider senses. I'm just like
Andrew. Can you tell by the way she acts, how she treats herself, how the way her behavior is, or do you tell by like? If she, in the bedroom, if she like knows what she's doing extra well, like how do you really tell her? Like, what's the way to tell?
I think it can be a combination of things. But you know what's actually what can be most scary? I think that's a trap a lot of men fall for. Is that sometimes the coolest chicks are the ones who have been done so much shit that they almost seem like, oh, they're really cool and down to earth and they're really funny and nothing really bothers them and they're relaxed. But I think that's almost like part of them has died. I'll be honest. If you meet a girl and you're her second or third man, she's going to be a bit crazy over you. She's going to be obsessive over you. And
I agree.
She's going to be a bit, if you get these girls who are just super cool, when I meet a girl and she's super like down to earth, super cool, and she's like, yeah, whatever, yeah, no problem. They can be the funnest ones to hang around with, but secretly like, nah, she's a little bit too cool.
Exactly.
So what's a lot of bodies for?
I've always been able to tell, and in my personal experience and the people I know around me, etc., I think there's definitely a link. You could probably pull up a study on this somewhere. I think that the less sexual partners a person's had, the more likely they are to stay loyal to their husband. I think that's pretty well studied.
Okay, fair enough. But what is a lot of bodies nowadays? I think when you were 30, bro.
Also too, like if we're out in Miami, right? I mean, obviously might be out on haram for you, but like if I'm out and I'm in Miami and that girl approaches me and I probably would do it that night. Or we're talking about marriage, it's a totally different thing.
Fair enough. I agree. There's a difference between a hoe and a queen. I agree with you guys fully on that.
Like if I'm out at 11 at 12 o'clock and she comes around and like, we're
she knows what's up. She knows what she's doing. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Listen.
No, I know, yeah.
So, what you're saying is different.
Okay, so can you guys tell me what's the average body count? Not the average, but what's the average body count for a girl that's 20 and 30?
I can talk from what I can do is I can give you a personal experience. If I were like, all right, so here's how I approach life, or I think how a lot of men approach life. I can't talk about myself right now because of my legal situation, but let's talk about how men approach life. I think there's a lot of men out there who understand there's a difference between fun girls and good girls.
Yes.
And I don't think that it's a problem if you don't get the two confused. I think if you get the two confused and you take a fun party girl and get convinced she's a good girl, I think you get wrecked.
That's your problem.
And I think also if you treat a good girl like a party girl, you can also get wrecked because you'll lose the good girl. So you have to be very perspicacious, understand what you're dealing with. If I was to marry a chick, I would never marry a woman who had been with more than 5 guys. Ever.
Andrew, can you convert?
Hang around with a chick, party with a chick, whatever.
Andrew,
I don't think I'd even.
Andrew, can you convert a party girl from degeneracy to like a queen, or is that possible? Like whether it's
I don't know.
Whether it's religion or like, can you convert a party girl to a queen?
Well, why would you? I think you could if you have a strong enough frame and you're a high value enough man. But why would you want to do that?
That's true because it's like they already have the tendencies and shit, and like it's
like why would you want to?
Yeah,
genuine.
Yeah, it's true.
You always got to think too. Is like, do you think this girl would marry Logan if he wasn't Logan Paul? They have all this money and all this stuff. Like, do you think that she would still be with him? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we weren't talking about that.
Think about that every single day. You know what I mean? Like, she probably wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay, but like, so
like if he was some regular Joe Schmo and he still looked like Logan Paul, she wouldn't be marrying.
Okay, my generation, I just feel like is cooked, bro. I don't know, Andrew. Like.
The Western world's hard, G. To find a wife in the West is hard.
Yeah, it's fucked, I think, now, bro. Like, Andrew, I'm gonna be honest, like, it's like cool now for girls to like listen to like this, yes, bitch, like that type of music, like, yeah, fuck them, my booty pink, my booty hole brown, like, it's cool to like rap about like fucking guys and playing them and like fucking them and like stealing from them. I don't know, it's like a flex for girls to like, yeah, girl, be on your hot girl shit, period, sis. Like, it's cool to, like, fuck guys and then, like play them and shit. It's like girls rap about it. They, like, want to be like them and shit. I don't know.
Yeah, and that's it. That's fun. So, like, that's why you look at Miami, right? Some of the most beautiful women in the world are in Miami, and Miami's amazing to party. You can party in Miami and have a bunch of fun with girls, but you're not going to find a wife in Miami.
It's impossible. It's not happening. But Andrew, you might be able to find a girl outside of Miami. Like, that's not from Miami. Like in Florida specifically, like, you could find someone outside the city.
So it depends what you're looking for. So me personally, and I talk from personal experience, if I marry a woman, I want to make sure that what we have is extremely exclusive. I want to make sure that I get to show her the world. I want to be her gateway to the world. I want to be the first person who puts her in a supercar, the first person who puts her on a nice jet, the first person who takes care of her. I want to be the first person to show her things. I want her to have done everything with some other dude first. Right. Why would I want that?
That's so hard to find now too. In Miami, every girl's on a yacht. Every girl's on.
They're all getting fucked.
One girl. The next night they were with another guy.
Right, and they want to be Dylan. They want to be in the section. They want to drink that 42. They want to be next to the signs. They want to be. They just want to be in the limelight, bro. That's why, Andrew, we were talking earlier. It's not cool anymore to be involved in that shit, bro. It's like corny, cringe to me now. Like it's just.
It's true, but wives do exist. They're hard to find, but we're not talking about. I mean, we're talking about Logan, but we're not talking about someone he's dating. We're talking about somebody he's dedicated his entire life and his fortune and his future to, and that's a big risk if they've had that much history. I mean, I don't know. I personally wouldn't do it. All my wives have been very few men, very few.
Yeah. At 31 years old, she has over 100 bodies. That's tough, and she's dated every single celebrity. Like,
by the way, you guys think Miami's bad? LA is twice as worse, Andrew. Twice as worse.
Yeah. LA, New York, Miami. I mean, they're all the same.
Dylan, I don't even know how you live in New York anymore, man. It's so bad out there. I was asking the NPCs around Central Park or Washington Park about genders and these things, and these people are fucking brainwashed. It's really bad. It's super fucked up, man. You got to get out of there. I'm telling you, New York is horrible.
For me, though, I mean, like, if someone like the trans of whatever they do is. If they're happy, then I'm happy if they're happy. But like teaching on kids and shit, I don't believe in.
Yeah, I don't agree with you.
Let's be honest. Let's cut the shit, right? We're living in a world now where me saying that female innocence is respected is enough for me to get demonized and them to put me in jail and attack me with the full fucking attack. They'll put me through lawfare. You're going through lawfare now, Dillion. They put me with lawfare criminal for saying that women's innocence is respected, but we know, all men intrinsically know, that female innocence has always been respected. Promiscuous females have never been respected since the dawn of human time in any culture, in any religion, in any country. Even the West, only 50 years ago, promiscuity was massively frowned upon. I think that every single holy text, it doesn't matter what religion you are, speaks the same thing about how important it is to avoid female promiscuity. And there's a special bond between a man and a woman when she hasn't been with a bunch of other men. There's a special bond, and it's tangible, and you can feel it and you can see it. And I know it's hard in the Western world today, but if I get married, I mean, the white dress is supposed to mean virgin, G. Okay, virgin's a bit extreme, perhaps, but a lot of women as well. I think a big problem that a lot of men make, they want to marry women, or women want to get married, and the man is confused because he thinks she likes him, but she doesn't want to be a wife. She wants to get married. She wants to Instagram. She wants to flex. She wants the lifestyle. The lifestyle. She wants to dress.
Yep.
She wants the attention. She wants all of that. She doesn't want to dedicate herself to her man and be an actual wife. And in my experience, is another thing that I find quite interesting. Sometimes the girls who have done the most heinous things with the worst histories are the ones who are the most obsessed with marriage because they want to wipe the slate clean. And they want to pretend that there's something they're not, and they want it all to be forgotten. So they're the ones that push for the marriage the hardest. No, marry me, marry me, marry me, marry me. And they'll hold off on sex and pretend to be a good girl and all this garbage. I want the wedding because they're trying to prove something to themselves because they feel inside themselves they've done some bad shit they shouldn't have done.
But they can't change, Andrew. They are who they are. At the end of the day, they're just trying to hide it. But they're always, that's...
She's getting up there in age, too. She's 31, so she's getting out of that prime of going out and doing all that shit, you know? Every guy's going to find the newest 19, 20-year-old and bring them on their yachts, not the 31-year-olds. There's a reason she's looking for marriage. But Candace Owens put it in a good way where she was saying how women think when they're younger it's cool to go party and do all this shit and take pictures of all the celebrities and fuck every athlete. But then when they realize that every guy basically is just going to go for the younger girl and you're getting older and the guys don't want to marry that, you know? So she put it, like, perfectly. And like, she's a woman and she, like, you know, she has great values and stuff like that. And she explained it perfectly. But yeah, no, exactly.
Well, yeah, and Candace is an amazing woman. I know her very well. I know her husband very well as well. They're amazing people. But that's the reason society is so broken, because we're living through a history now. We're living through a version of reality. This is the first time in human history where women could be so openly promiscuous. None of us know how to handle it. Women don't know how to handle it.
Money from it, so they're like, okay, why not? Like, I'm 20 years old. I can put my OnlyFans and make $500K a year. But then when they get older, they're like, holy shit. Now I got to deal with all this repercussions of me putting all my body out there. But that's, I don't know. I'm not a woman, but you know.
Okay, right? Because men don't know how to handle it. We don't know how to find wives, and women don't know how to handle it. I don't think women can deal with the psychological trauma of being with a bunch of men and nearly as well as they pretend they do. They can pretend they don't mind.
Chat,
but I
where's
think
the
when
best
they're
place
alone
to
in
meet a
bed
girl,
in the
chat?
deep dark night, they regret a lot of the things they've done. And it's the first time we're in history now where women are living out these lives and they're being encouraged by the Matrix. And nobody, either male or female, truly knows how to handle this unique scenario we're in. The happiest women I know have been with very few men, or one man or two men in their entire life. The happiest women I know, happily married, happy. So I don't know. I mean, perhaps I'm a terrible person. Perhaps I'm this big evil misogynist like they say I am. But I think that a woman is happier when she keeps herself.
I just think that you have the balls to say whatever a man wants to say, but doesn't want to say because they don't want girls to switch on them. Because like ever since I started coming out with this, every girl unfollowed me. It's like, so it's hard. I think you just say what men actually want to say, but don't want to say. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, we respect innocence, because it's innocence that encourages us to protect and provide. We respect that innocence in a woman. I certainly do. And I've done podcasts before where they're like, oh, yeah, I've done like Fresh and Fit and blah, blah, blah. And the girls are like, oh, yeah, but I'm great in bed. I don't want you to be good in bed. I want you to be innocent and pure. I want you to have a pure heart. I don't give a shit about how much practice you've had on dick. I don't want to hear that. That's not interesting.
But it's a weird dynamic. But I mean, I guess fuck him, bro. It's a fight, and he shouldn't be doing all this suing shit with all this bullshit. It's just like, we're just promoting. But I guess she can't handle it.
Like I said, I've had my disagreements. With Logan. I've had whatever, he hated me, and he was fully Matrix when I got canceled, and blah blah. I don't know the dude, but yeah, I agree with you there. When it comes to fight promotion, all gloves are off. Like, I don't think there should be lawsuits involved. You should be able to say whatever it takes to get views, and I think you've done a fantastic job. And you're right, he owes you a favor to a degree, because you've certainly brought attention to the fight. That can't be denied.
It's true.
And he's very egotistical from what I heard. I don't know him personally, but I heard that whoever is around him, if they don't agree with what he does, he agrees on, he kicks them out of their group and makes them sign NDAs where they can't talk about things. And so he's just an egotistical maniac, and he can't handle that. I'll make it a narrative that he can't control, so he's trying to shut me up, kind of like what you're going through, but you know what I mean. It's fucked up.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the interesting thing isn't even the fight so much now. The interesting thing is across the next 5 to 10 years if they stay together or not, right? Because if they make it work, then nothing matters. But if they don't make it work,
yeah, exactly.
A lot of conversation.
That's what I was told too. I heard that too, Dylan. Someone had told me. They said Dylan won the fight if Logan and his wife don't make it. Like that. I mean, it's like I just, man. I look, Dylan. I'm gonna be honest though, bro. I just want to see you two just get. Wait, when is it? October? What is it?
14. 4 weeks, 4.5. Yeah, less than almost 4 weeks now.
You made.
It's an easy fight. It's an easy fight. We should be fighting MMA with all this talk. It should be.
If it was MMA, you would win 100%. I told you. For the box,
he guaranteed me a rematch in MMA. But we'll see if he's not a man of his word, but fuck him.
I do think also, I want to say something. I know America is the most failed nation in the world, but there are a lot of women in the world, especially in other places, and especially in America as well. There's a lot of women who understand exactly what we're saying and understand that their purity is an asset and it should be protected at all costs. There are a lot of women who actually very much understand, for me to be respected, I need to make sure that I'm not promiscuous. And I think even women intrinsically understand this. If you see a woman insult another woman, what do they call them? They call them a slut. It's the first insult.
That's true. That's true. It's the
first. The girls that get mad are the ones that are already done it, that are in New York City, that were 23, 24, and all the guys had cocaine at 6 in the morning, and they were doing it their whole lives, and now they get older and they stop. And then all of a sudden they're like, okay, fuck, what do? I can't go against this because everybody already knows I've done it. So then they're like, oh, fuck these guys, are misogynists, and this whole thing. And it's like, I'm not misogynist. I love girls. I said this. I love sluts. I don't know. It's a weird dynamic how I got into this whole thing, because I'm not the big misogynist guy, but
Well,
I don't know.
misogyny is another another word they've weaponized, and they just throw it around. It's
I
not
know.
misogynistic.
Now I'm like everybody's
It's not
attacking me for this.
misogynistic to have an opinion, and it's not misogynistic to have a standard. For me to wake up and say, I want a wife who has been exclusive or has been very hard to access, that doesn't make me a bad person. For the same reason a woman's allowed to say, I want a man who can buy me lunch. It's just a standard, and we're allowed to have standards. They've attacked masculinity to such a point now where if you have any kind of standard as an individual, they're going to call you a misogynist. You're not allowed to hold women accountable for anything. Their own actions, what they've done, their past, their history. No, you're not allowed to have an opinion on it, or they're going to call you misogynistic, which is obviously insane, and that's what they're going to do. So that's the obvious weapon they're going to attack you with.
Logan was trying to attack me. He's like, "You banged this many girls, this and that," and I'm like, I don't even know what to say to him. I'm like, "Are you really going down this route right now? Like, you're trying to say I'm like, I don't know what he was trying to say. He was like, I'm a male slut, and like how when a guy does it, it's so cool, but when a girl does it, it's not cool." And I was like, "Okay, I don't know what point you're trying to prove, but." He's just like I don't know. He's just like trying to put in his whole head, and he's trying to save himself, and he you know, he can't handle it. He can't handle the. He's not a fighter, and I didn't. You know, I realized that before. I thought he was an entertainer, and I thought that I could, you know, have a dance partner that's we're selling a fight, and we both do have bad blood, but he's not a fighter. He can't handle like all this, like, you know. He just can't handle the fight game. He's not built for the fight game. He's built for the WWE. So that's why he's trying to look for a way out now, I think. He's not a good fighter. He's a singular shot fighter. He's gonna gas out. He's on steroids. He's EPO. I don't know what he's on. He's on something. He's gonna gas out, and I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. So I'm gonna beat the shit out of him, and then I'm gonna beat the case, and then this is the best comeback ever. And then we rematch in MMA, and then I strangle him unconscious in 20 seconds. So I mean, that's how this is all gonna go. You fight MMA, right, Andrew, or not?
Yeah, I've had 4 professional MMA fights. They're on YouTube somewhere. I'll retweet them. I fought MMA and I fought K1 primarily, so I'll put them up. But
did you still train jiu-jitsu or no?
Nah, I was never much of a grappler, bro. I just tried to punch and kick people, and I could sprawl and, you know, like get up, and I could do the basics. I knew a few things, but I was never much of a grappler. But I'll retweet them actually now. You just remind me.
So when you fought, did you train MMA?
Is the stream good or bad? Why are y'all saying F? Hello?
So yeah, like I'm at the height of my career.
Spam a
I'm
6 in the chat to hear me.
now, so I was fighting maybe 10, 11 years ago, and even MMA wasn't what it is now 10 or 11 years ago, or 12, 13 years ago. It was different.
Where were you training?
I was a K1 fighter, and I trained in London in a gym called Storm, but I needed to pay the bills, bro, and fighting doesn't pay that much. If I got offered $10,000 in an MMA fight, bro, I took it. I just fought. Fighters fight.
And everything.
So it's funny you guys talk about I'm like a Jake Paul. I'm like a striker.
Adin.
I don't get that. Well, yeah, Adin, was that the first time you ever grappled someone?
With you, yeah.
That was the first time ever?
Yeah.
So what do you think? So like boxing and then grappling, what do you think is better?
MMA 100% is way better than boxing, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm talking about just in general. Just like, isn't it crazy you could control someone on the ground like that?
Yeah, MMA. I think the better sport to master is MMA 100%.
I'm not trying to go at you either. I know you're a kickboxer, so.
No, bro, it's.
But
isn't
kickboxing a form of MMA though?
It's a martial art. So MMA is everything.
MMA is everything.
Yeah,
everything. Yeah, so like grappling would be like jiu-jitsu. So MMA is jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, Muay Thai, everything mixed into one. Any martial art.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I think it's actually this whole situation is very interesting because it's an interesting social commentary where you're being demonized for highlighting whatever, and obviously he has to defend his fiance.
And also, I'm promoting a fight. Like these girls.
You're promoting a fight, and I think that a lot of men, whether they admit it or not, or whether they're too cowardly to admit it, I think if you were to ask the average man, do you want a woman who's been with a lot of guys? I think the average man would say absolutely not. I think it's very important for men to actually know that the woman they have has had a very exclusive sexual history, because it's very difficult to feel special otherwise. And they'll say that's down to insecurity. They'll attack our securities, but it's not about that. It's nothing to do with insecurity. I think it's just innate and it's evolutionary, and we've always been that way. And I think societies have always been built that way. And there's a lot of good girls out there that know that very well. Like, I certainly wouldn't. If I met a woman and she was perfect in every way, but she had a large sexual history, there's 0% chance I would marry her. I'll make that very clear.
So how would you say, like, okay, like me and Aiden, right? Like, okay, I know Aiden, you bang, like, you know, some porn stars and me, and I bang girls like that too. Now, who's in the wrong here? Like, it's like we like that stuff, but like we don't want to marry that. So it's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like you know what I'm talking about, Aiden. Like, you know, yeah, it's like who's in the wrong, you know?
No, men are absolutely and utterly hypocritical. There's no doubt about it. Like, we love the whole idea of that degeneracy when it suits us, but then when we get a woman we really care about, there's nothing we find more repulsive.
That's
true. It's very interesting. We're completely hypocritical as a species and as a sex. There's no doubt about that. And we love
going to the club and seeing a girl with her, you know, big ass or something like that, and she's flirting with you. But then it's like, okay, like, obviously I'm not going to marry her, but yeah, I'll probably do it for the night. But, you know, it's hard for me to date. I only have one girlfriend because it's hard for me to commit to someone.
Why did you guys break up, if you don't mind me asking, you and your girlfriend?
It became like having a principle because we were long distance, and it felt like I was like checking in every day, and like she was calling out in training camp, like calling me 5 times a day, making sure I wasn't doing anything, and like, you know, it became like having an extra fucking, I don't know how to explain it. It was like having a principle. I hate being like monitored. I don't know. I just didn't like it. I hated it. And I found out at the end she was probably cheating on me too. So whatever.
I'm sorry, bro.
But then you know what? Like, maybe I'm lucky, right? But good women do exist, bro. Trust me. I don't want to. I know some very, very good women who are truly gorgeous, and they have extremely limited sexual history. Extreme.
Are they popular on social media, or they're just normal girls? Like,
probably normal.
Well, I think that everybody is
not normal. You know what I mean? You know,
yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
No, you know, I know there's some that are, I guess, semi-popular, not crazy popular, but we're all a product of our environment, and the problem is with the Western world is that it's degenerate and it promotes degeneracy on purpose. Yeah. But there are many other places in the world or many other countries where it's not as degenerate and it's not promoted so heavily. I mean, I'll say here now, like, a lot of people have worked out by now. I have a bunch of children. I have a bunch of daughters, and I'm going to make it very clear to them when they're old enough that, you know, they have to be very exclusive and very careful with who they sleep with and who they end up with. I love the idea of my daughters being with their second or third guy they're ever with in their entire life and marrying that person and having a family. And I think that's the most beautiful thing a woman can do. And I think the psychological damage that comes with lots of relationships, because whether you want it to be damage or not, it's going to be damage. There's no light without dark. Every single breakup does a degree of damage. I think women just don't have the stamina to keep falling in love properly again and again and again. I think after a few times, it just kind of dies. And that's it.
Damn, that's actually true.
That's a hard one to do with kids because I just had a son too, and it's like, when do you get them on social media? When do you get them on all this stuff? Because like nowadays it's just so toxic, and I don't know. It's tough to be a parent too nowadays, to be honest.
There's one answer, my friend. Islam, God. God fixes all of this. When you have a religious family and a religious setup, and the whole family worships and pays attention to the teachings of a holy book, then a lot of problems are instantly solved. That's why we need God. It's amazing how easily things can be solved when you have a woman who fears God and a man who fears God, and they believe in the same religion and they're raising a religious family. You'd be amazed what can be fixed. The problem with the West is that there's no God anymore. Nothing matters in the West.
It's true.
Nothing matters, right? Oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. And people don't realize that it is actually a big deal, and it compounds over time, and it damages people's psyche. There's nothing more beautiful than a man and a woman falling in love. Once a woman's been damaged to the point where she can't love a man properly, that's actually a very terrible thing. And like I said, it's personal experience, but I don't think women who have had a bunch of experiences can truly pair bond. Not the same. And I'm going to get attacked for this endlessly, but that's just what I believe. It's my experience of life.
It's true. It's not even fuck being attacked. That's true.
What do you do now, Ada? How are you looking for a girl? What do you do?
Staying to myself, bro. I have a lot of work on. I want to be the best version of myself before I go out there and find the one. I don't really think it's fucking hoes and shit, and you know what I'm saying? That shit's not worth it to me anymore. It's not fun. It's corny to me because when
you're very lucky that you found that out at a young age. I mean, because you're younger than me, so I fell into that like party lifestyle, drinking and fucking bitches, and it's all a waste of time.
It gets old so quick, dude.
I should have been in the gym. I should have been sleeping early, but I did fall into that. Now it fucking gets you, cause especially when you come from Andrew understands as a kickboxer. Like a jiu-jitsu guy, we make no money. We're not, we don't get that much girls and this and that. And then all of a sudden, when you get low popularity and you go out, everything's free, and there's a bunch of girls, you fall into that lifestyle and stuff. And then you realize, like now that I'm older, I realize like, what the fuck was I doing? I should have been fucking, sleeping early, waking up, going back to the gym. But I did fall into that lifestyle for a little bit. But you're young, and I'm happy that you figured that out. That all this shit doesn't mean nothing.
Thank you, bro.
And, you know, you should be working on your career.
I think going to a club, drinking, fucking soulless whores. It's just like, what's the point? What's the point of doing that? I'm not gonna find love at a club. Come on, bro. You know what I mean? We all know why girls are in the club. We all know why guys are in the club, right? They're there to drink, get fucked up, and fuck. So I don't really want to do that anymore. I'd rather stream. I'd rather do something that actually brings me something out of it. You know, it's super easy, bro, to go do that. It's just super easy to fall down that degenerate path, and I'd really prefer to stay out.
I know it is.
Yeah, so
and that's what I told you when we were grappling. I said, no more lean. You can't be doing that shit, bro. It's not good for you.
I agree, bro. I haven't done it in a while, so yeah.
I'm happy for you. That's good.
Thank you. I haven't drank in a while either. I really want to stop. The last time I drank was on my stream. I don't even want to drink, bro. I don't even want to put anything into my body.
I'm 7 months sober now, too. I went through a tough time of drinking. I'm 7 months sober now. My dad was alcoholic and everything, so it was just going down a bad path, so I cut it up.
It's good at detox, bro. Just have your body only have good things in it. Our bodies are temple, you know? So I'm learning, bro.
You know how it is. We have a couple of drinks, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, okay, where are we going tonight? You know, and then all of a sudden it just turns into, you know, a fucking spiraling, you know, shit. And then the next day you feel like shit. Then you train like shit. So. And
what does that do? It makes your mind shitty. It makes your motivation. You lose discipline. You lose track on things. You start to treat people like shit because it kind of brings out the worst in you. So
that's the best I've ever heard you talk.
What'd you say?
It's like, because Andrew, this is the best I ever heard you talk.
When I hear Andrew speak some real shit, it brings out the best in me.
Bro. No, it's awesome. I like that.
They try to.
You have so many kids that look up to you, bro. You got, you know, that's good message that you're putting,
they try to cancel Andrew by deleting. They deleted one of my most viral TikToks of me and Andrew. His face is banned on TikTok. We always see TikTok. We all see Andrew on our TikTok feeds. We don't see him anymore. So when I hear Andrew speak,
I'll be honest. In the beginning, when I saw Andrew's stuff, because it would come up on my TikTok, I would see some of the other stuff, and like, I was like, oh, I don't know this guy. I think I might have called him out to MMA or something. But then I actually started to listen to him talk and like watching his full length videos, and I actually respect him a lot and what he says in his message and stuff. I can admit to, you know, maybe jumping the gun on you a little bit early, Andrew.
That's life, friend. It happens. That's life. It happens. But yeah, and I
think a lot of people are with you are like that too. Like they see some clips or something, they're like, "Oh, who's this guy?" And then, but if you actually like study and look at the stuff or the message that you're putting across to young men, I think it's actually great. You know, be in the gym, don't be in the club, fucking be training, doing this, and you know, make something for yourself. I think it's actually great.
Are we good, chat? Why is it effing? Hello?
Like, the stuff that he says is what I want to teach my son.
Yeah, personal excellence is the only answer. And the personal excellence is the answer also to even the thing we were just discussing. If you become an excellent man, because I do think in a healthy relationship, I think that to a degree, the woman mirrors her man. And if you're a good moral man of good moral standing and you have a good frame and she respects you, then she's going to usually bend to your values. And that's not forced. That's just she has respect for you as a man and you act a certain way and she acts a certain way and it fixes a lot of the problems. There's always different pressure sources, right? If you're not a particularly moral man or you're not a particularly brilliant man and she doesn't look up to you and respect you and her friends are trying to convince her to do bad things, she's going to go and do bad things. But if she looks at you and goes, no, I trust this man with my life, I trust this man to guide me and teach me, then I'm going to, he doesn't act that way, I'm not going to act that way. And in my experience, I've been fine. Like I've been very fortunate in relationships. I have fantastic relationships now. I've always had good relationships and good women do exist. But when you get them, you just have to identify the good ones and treat them like good ones and make it, you know, worth their while also. And I don't think the world's completely broken, but certainly places like America are the tip of the spear in regards to the degeneracy. It's difficult, man. It's not easy, especially for so many reasons. The legal system and the way everything's set up, and it's, I don't know, the West is scary to me. It's just easy to get wrecked.
It's hard to fault a girl, though, because if a girl has nothing going on for her and she's a fucking hot 10 out of 10 girl, and then it's like some guy's like, hey, come here, I'll pay for this, I'll do this, I'll do this. It's like, sometimes it's hard to even blame them for it. You know what I mean? Like, if they have no talent or something and they're like, oh, they're just really hot, and then they all of a sudden they're doing everything they could do in this whole world, it's hard to blame them. I mean, it's hard to blame them, but, you know, it bites you in the ass later on when you want to find a, like, you know, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to, like, become the fucking moral ground of fucking, you know, girls or anything like that. I never tried to get into this, but it is hard for girls. I gotta say, I don't know. It is hard.
Well, it's difficult. It's right. It's uncharted territory we're in. It's certainly interesting times. I'm glad I've settled down now because I've got my I've got my 10 wives and I've settled down. I'm done. I don't talk to any new girls, so it is what it is.
Do you guys I was having a convo with my boy. We were talking. I said,
how do you make sure 10 women are happy? Isn't that hard?
I pull it off, bro. I'm top G. I've got a system. It's all right. I get it done.
Dude, one girl is hard enough. You got 10? Jesus Christ.
I do all right.
I was having a convo with my boy, and we were talking about the future of the United States. I genuinely believe one day there's going to be a transgender in an office. You guys think call me crazy now, but the world's getting so fucking crazy. I'm telling you, bro, the left is not the left anymore. It's gone down a track of straight mental disorder, and it's grooming of children. They're going to assume
you think a trans as president is like a bad thing in what way? Like
it's promoting. It's in a way it's kind of making how do I say this, bro? Without it's just.
I'm just saying, if that person is older and they were like, okay, I really feel like I'm a girl. Like, who cares? Like, they're happy, you know. But if it's a kid and they're pushing on a kid, so I guess you're saying like because it shows a bad.
Just the kids, bro. Leave the kids out of the agendas. You disagree with what I'm saying. I just want kids.
No, I don't disagree with what you're saying, but I'm saying, like, if someone's like 30 something, like, who the fuck cares if he's a girl or a guy? I give no shit. You know what I mean? Like,
because they would put the motherfucker in office just because they're trying to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Like they would, like you see the athletes of the year. You saw that with Budweiser. They're kind of just like, you know.
That was the worst fucking idea of all time.
Yeah, like the Target, the kids' clothing. Like they're just really trying to push it like in your fucking face. Yeah, like, you know. So I don't know, man. I don't know. I believe that God.
We need the thing is this. We need some objective reality on the planet. There has to be something that is solid lines. You can, if everything becomes subjective and if nothing is a firm line, then it's very difficult to base a society or a rule set on how people should act or interact. So we've now destroyed basically every hard line that used to exist under the name of freedom and liberalism, and that's all fine. But that's one of the most basic lines, like man and woman. Like if you make everything subjective, then how is anything supposed to work? There has to be 1 + 1 = 2, and that's how it works to a degree. So everything is under attack, and I don't think that everything being under attack is for our own good. I know what you're saying, Dillion, about people's happiness. I completely get that. But also, if you're going to destroy all objective reality, if you're going to allow people to wake up and say the sky is green, and when it's blue, then how do you even have a functioning society anymore?
It won't work.
And the baseline of society is always going to be family, and there's always going to be children. That's what makes societies function. And even if you want to look at it from a very boring geopolitical standpoint, if you want to look at it and extrapolate it out across geopolitics, most of the Western world, we don't even reproduce enough to sustain our population levels. The reason we have to have this mass immigration is because we don't have enough children to even have a population. So you have countries where populations are expanding and exploding, like in Asia and India and Africa, they're exploding populations. Then in Europe, every single country is declining. We don't have enough children to even create people.
That's crazy.
You add in, it adds in because it's a bunch of different arguments. But if you add in just a purely boring argument of medical science is keeping people alive longer, we need a workforce who's going to pay taxes to keep these people on their pensions. There's not enough people being born. Why are they not born? Because men aren't men. Women aren't women. People don't get married. No one has kids. What is a man? What is a woman? Women don't act like wives. Men don't act like husbands. So it's like society at every level is broken. And how do you fix it? You only fix it when you come along with some law, some rules, and say, no, this is supposed to go this way. Up until very recently, it was pretty widely accepted that a man was supposed to be with a woman and we were supposed to have children. And now that's considered extremist. If I say I want a beautiful woman to have children with, I'm considered an extremist. I'm considered a bad person, which is insane because that's how we all got here. That's how you're here. That's how I'm here. Like it's crazy now.
No, go ahead, Andrew.
You need to have some degree of objective reality, and it's more dangerous when you're saying it to children, which don't understand what objective reality is. Yeah,
their minds are sponges.
You're make them very confused.
They believe in the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus. Like I said, the left now, the liberal, the Democrats now, it's all about spreading false agendas on the youth and converting their minds. It's kind of like they're literally spreading mental disorder. I believe that God made you for who you are. I believe that God put us on earth for a reason. I believe that I'm traditional, bro. Men can't get pregnant, Dylan. I know how you feel about that, but men can't get pregnant. Well, hold on. Men can't get pregnant. And hold on, Dylan, real quick. I know. I'm gonna let you speak, but God put us on here for a reason. Like your parents, they made you. You know what I'm saying, by reproduction and stuff, which makes the population go. The last thing I'm gonna say is this: I just can't. Like, let me ask you a question. I can go change my gender now, but can I go change my skin? Can I? God made me who I am. Can I go be black? Can I become black? No, right? I can't trans race. So like,
all I meant is that if someone's happy, then that makes me happy. If I'm a 30-year-old, I mean, but the thing is like, yeah, I get what you're saying, and I would feel probably a certain different way if I had a daughter that was in the bathroom and some guy that said that he's a girl and he's like, you know, obviously not, and comes into the bathroom, like, I don't know how I can handle that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, if someone is happy, then it doesn't bother me. It's just like if I have a gay friend and he's gay, I'm not gonna. I get what you're saying. I'm not gay, but like, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. But I get where you guys are coming from too. Obviously,
I just think God made His children the way they are, and they should be proud. They should be they should take it and go with it, right? Like here's
the question. If women have always been the gatekeepers to the sexual marketplace. Men, we chase whatever, let's say men chase whatever they can get, and women say yes or no. Women are the ones who have the final say, and they give the yes or the no. They're the gatekeepers, right? Imagine tomorrow, every single woman woke up and said, I won't have sex before marriage. Now, I'm not advocating that. That's extreme, but I'm going to an extreme to prove a point. Imagine every woman did that, and every man had to act well enough and good enough to get a woman to marry him to get sexual access. Imagine how society would change. Would men still be jackasses, or would men up their game? Would men be more loyal, more diligent, more hardworking? Would men be better men?
Definitely. It would make them better men for sure.
It's just like if you fuck a girl on the first night, you don't have to put any effort. But if a girl makes you wait a month, you're putting in, you know, like dates, you're getting her flowers, you're doing the whole thing. So it's like, 100% men would up their game. I think they would, and you would learn to love a girl better, because like if you fuck her the first night, you know what I mean? You're like, okay, well, this girl definitely done this with 1,000 guys. But like when you see a girl, a good girl, sorry. Go ahead.
Exactly. So if women are the gatekeepers to the sexual marketplace, and to a degree, the higher their standards are, the better men will be as a whole. And then the relationships are more likely to last, and the children are less likely to be from a broken home, and a lot of the crime will be fixed, and the single parents will be fixed, and the need for government handouts will be fixed. And it's amazing how many things can extrapolate from such a simple thing as women waking up and saying, no, I deserve a man who really takes care of me and actually loves me before I give him access to my body. You can fix all of society with that basic point. So it's interesting where we talk about female promiscuity and we say, oh, it's no big deal, and girls do this, girls do that. But it actually extrapolates out across all of society. And there's a massive price to pay, which we're now learning, because this is new uncharted territory. And we're now learning it. I talk about Europe exclusively. I can't name the stats on America, I'm not sure. But Europe exclusively, we're not even reproducing and having children because people don't want to get married and women ain't worth sticking with, and it's all just a big mess. Well, if your country can't even repopulate itself, then what do you even have? You don't even have a country anymore. So then you have to import people from the other side of the world, which is fine. Diversity is great. But then you're losing your own country by extension now. So it's kind of crazy. It's super interesting what's happening in the world today. There's so many countries, and it's not just the West. Actually, I think Japan and China have the same problem. But it's really interesting.
China's like overpopulated, right? China's like overpopulated.
Yeah, China's overpopulated. Japan has huge birth weight problems.
Andrew, in China, is it true you're only limited to having like two kids? Yeah.
That was before. I don't think anymore. That was before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's super interesting. So and I don't have a solution to any of it. I'm just sitting here making comments. I'm just observing the situation. But I do think it is
into this with the whole fight thing. Now I'm become like part of this whole thing. Everybody's coming to me for. I'm like, I'm in a fight here. But yeah, like everybody's coming to me and they're like, you're changing the world. Now every girl is scared to post pictures with guys because what you did to Logan, like you're scared of, and like you're gonna be like a case study and all this stuff. I'm like, all right, well, like, I didn't mean it to go this way, but it is what it is, I guess.
That's bullshit. But it's crazy that they're going to come at you for that. But that's just externalizing their own personal decisions, and a lot of people do that. They don't want to take any accountability. But I don't know. Maybe I'm getting old and boring. But when I see, if I meet a young woman and she's young and she wants to only be with me and she's talking about a family pretty early and her primary goal is to have children, I find that beautiful. I think it's a beautiful thing.
What's it called? I don't know. It's a personal question. How old were you when you had your first kid? 'Cause I just turned 30. I just had my first one, so I'm like a little bit, it's like new territory. It's kind of scary because you still feel like I feel like I still have the same mindset as a young kid. So now I'm trying to, mature and be a good man for my son, because I still have that in me where it's like I'm crazy sometimes, But I was just asking.
There's nothing more beautiful than children, and I was around your age as well, and I think it's one of the most beautiful journeys any man can go down, and woman too. And you also learn a lot about the gender roles when the kid arrives. I think that women have fantastic superpowers when it comes to children. They have a patience that
unbelievable. Yeah, it's unbelievable. Girls are fucking savages, man.
If you got your next children, one of you guys should name your son Adin. That'd be kind of cool.
Probably not, but yeah. Anyway, no. No, I think you could be tough, Aid. I think you just need you just need to train more, man. I don't know how to explain it. You're very smart and you're so talented, bro. If you start training, I feel like you'd be a fucking animal because you put your mind to something. I think you can do it.
100%.
You just you don't have discipline, bro. You're bad with you're inconsistent.
Nah, one thing, Andrew. One thing I always say, I look back at some of the things we talk about. Money really is an amplifier, bro. And I think I got, I'm not saying that it's bad that I got rich so early in my life, but I think Andrew, people are going to be like, oh, what the fuck, boo-hoo. But you understand what I'm saying. Like, it's really an amplifier, right? So when you have so much money and you don't know what to do with it, it really is an amplifier. I'm naturally a lazy person and not disciplined, right? So it really amplifies the fuck out of that. And so it's been, I'm not going to sit here and cop out an excuse, but it definitely
What's that quote? It was a boxer that said it's hard to get up in the morning and on silk sheets and get punched in the face every day. It's definitely not easy, but then it makes you tougher because you're doing it. Plus, you have the money. You know what I mean? So it makes you even mentally strong. So when you have no one in the morning to go wake you up and run on 5 a.m. when you're worth, I don't know how much you're worth, but it just makes you actually tougher. Yeah. So if you look at it that way, then maybe you have a gift that other people don't have because there's a lot of rich, lazy people out there that'll never work hard, do other things that other people won't do, Sometimes when I'm working out and I look out the window and I see people at the pool drinking all day, they'll never understand what obviously they understand hard work, but training and dedicating your life to something and doing a bunch of hard things.
That's why I don't believe in inheritance. I believe that not that I don't believe in it, because I know a lot of people that their fathers are very rich and they grow up really good. It's very rare though. There's many celebrities that have children and their children are super fucked up because they're growing up, they hear it's easy, here, have this, have that, have this, have that, right, throughout their whole life. So it's super easy to cripple your child early, and their brain is like a sponge. So I kind of believe that every single child, I mean, you guys are fathers, so I'm not a father, so I don't really know, but is it hard for you guys? I mean, I feel like if you guys understand that you really can't just give your child everything and you can't really cripple them, I mean, you guys probably, like I said, you guys are fathers. I'm not a father, so I can't really speak on that. But
well, mine's only a couple weeks old, so it's a little bit hard to tell. But I'm just gonna make sure he's happy, and I wouldn't spoil him, but I definitely would. If he wanted to go get a jiu-jitsu membership, I would pay for it, or in the right avenues. I think giving money to him would be the right thing. Because when my mom got me a membership that I couldn't afford when I was 15, and I got a jiu-jitsu membership, I fell in love with it. And
right.
I don't know, maybe putting him towards the right path of, things that are good for him, maybe. I don't know. I never thought about it because mine's only a couple weeks old, but it's hard not to spoil your kid because you want to give them everything you didn't have.
Right.
So that's something I got to figure out as a man too.
Right. 100%.
Yeah, we've got interesting life paths ahead of us, interesting journeys. We'll have to see how the world works, see how it changes. But fighting fixes a lot of problems because you can't, it doesn't matter how rich a kid is. There's been some famous boxers who were rich. There's been a couple of them. But, fighting has to be earned. It always has to be earned. And you have a son that's fantastic. And as long as he's in the gym, he's going to learn that daddy's money can't save him when he's getting his ass kicked. So he either has to train and win or not train and lose.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do with my little brother. Whenever he comes over, I make sure he trains. He doesn't know what he's doing, but I'm like, you have to be there. If you come over to my house, you have to come spar. You have to train, and then he makes him a better person because he realizes okay, this is different, So I definitely.
Chad, do you guys want to have kids? Yes or no?
The one thing is too, it's if you force them to train, they don't like it. It's hard to kind of see how much you want to push them towards it. You know what I mean? So that's another thing that I have to think about.
I look forward to coming over to the U.S. when I can.
Really?
And I look forward to doing these podcasts that I used to do with all these Miami chicks, et cetera, et cetera. But often when I do these podcasts, I usually get through to them. Towards the end, they usually end up agreeing with most of the things I say. I think it's just about delivering it in a way that make them understand it. And the world is an interesting place, but there's good people, there's bad people, there's extremes on both sides. But all in all, I think it'll work out.
Andrew, I'm not even trying to be weird, but you could stay with me if you decide to come to Miami.
Should I stay with you, Adin?
Yeah, no, I promise. You can do whatever you want. I'll even get out of my room. If you want to bring your crew over, I'll sit on the couch. I don't care.
All right, we'll see.
But look, fellas.
You have a big house?
No.
It just looks like you're. It looks like you're in like one of those like I don't know like rooms. It's like small.
It's not.
I don't want to use the word there, but
it's not the best and biggest. I should really upgrade. We'll see. If Andrew's serious about coming, maybe I'll rent an Airbnb on the water and we'll get a crazy fucking multi-million-dollar crib.
Then you guys spar with us every day. I'll come to Miami. We'll all spar us three.
Easy. We'll spar every day. We wake up, get a chef. The chef cooks food. We hit a yacht. You know, just on some like real we could even lift weights on the yacht. We'll figure it out. It'll be fun.
That's the real life right there. Working out, training all day in the sun. That's some fun shit.
And making money.
You know what? That's actually truthfully all there is to life. You know what's funny? I was on house arrest for 5 months, right? And this last 2 months I've been off house arrest. And on the 5 months I was on house arrest, I was living with my coach and 5 or 6 old gym friends. And we'd wake up, we'd train all day, we'd eat right, we'd chill in the night, we'd sit around talking. And then I got off house arrest and I haven't changed my routine at all. That's all life is. That's the best. The best life can be having some guys around you've known for a long time who you trust, train hard, laugh, joke. That's more fun than parties and bullshit anyway. I'm still on house arrest. Even though I'm free, I don't even leave my house. I just want to train and chill and work and look after the people I love. And that's what life's all about. So I look forward to that scenario, Adin. I look forward to you showing us your bench press record and showing us how strong you really are, putting us all in our place.
I got you, bro. Hey, I'll tell you what. I really do got you this time. Actions gonna speak louder than words, so we'll see.
All right. To end it though, so who are you guys picking in the fight, me or Logan?
Andrew, go ahead.
You know what?
You can be honest. Listen, one thing about me, I can take criticism. I'm not like Logan, so you can say how you feel.
I think the pressure's on Logan.
Yeah.
And you will know better than me how well he deals with pressure, but it feels like to me the pressure's on him. He has a lot to try and rectify. So if you think he doesn't handle pressure, then that's going to be bad for him. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out.
I did this on purpose. You know, Roberto Duran and Sugar Ray Leonard. When he blew a kiss at his wife, Sugar Ray Leonard came out like a brawler and then lost to Roberto Duran. So what I'm doing is very tactical, you know? People don't realize that. They don't know the fight game.
Bro, hey, and you know what? I can talk like I was fighting in my prime like a bit before the internet captured a lot of the things I said, luckily, because I said some shit that would have got me off.
No, bro. 30, 35, 36, you're still in your prime.
Well, I can still do it.
Yeah.
But I retired when I was 30. But I can still do it. But I'm saying that, like, the things you've done to promote this fight aren't even 1% of the shit that happens most of the time at fights and things that are said.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. And I'm dealing with fucking lawsuits. It's bullshit, but whatever. I mean, so who do you have to pick if you had to say? You can say it.
I haven't seen either of you train properly. I don't know. I think psychologically the pressure's on Logan. I'll say that. Okay. Psychologically the pressure's on him to perform.
Aiden told me in person, Logan. Aiden told me in person, Logan, but then I saw someone ask you on a bus, and you said Logan was going to win.
No. I said if it's boxing, it's hard to say. It's favored that Logan's going to win. If this was MMA, it'd be a walk.
What's the favorite to him to win, though? Because he's never won a fight.
I'm saying if this was MMA, it'd be a walk in the park for you. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a walk in the park. But I just, it's boxing. You're not a boxer. But you're strong. You know what I'm saying? You know how to hit, right? So, what was this head shit you were doing? You were banging your head into something? What the fuck was that?
It's because in the sauna, like Mike Perry and them were like they were hitting their fists and like hardening their fists. I was just hardening my forehead.
Okay. Does it actually work?
Probably not, but I got a hard head and I'm very hard to knock out. So he's gonna find out.
All right. Well, we'll see, we'll see.
You gotta pick one. You gotta pick one.
Who? You know what? Because I'm a sports gambler. I'm gonna bet on you because I want to win more money. So look,
Keep all the way for a cop out. It's all good. I appreciate it.
Much love, Don.
This is awesome. Nice to meet you, Andrew. Finally, good talking to you, man.
Bye-bye.
Andrew, before we head off here, bro. Today was great. I hope you're actually seeing that I'm taking things more seriously with my knowledge. And I agree with you, man. I think a lot more needs to be done in this world. I saw your Piers Morgan interview. Some clips of it. I watched some stuff on it. It was good. And then I also watched Tucker Carlson, too. That was really, I saw some parts of that. It was great.
Tucker's a hero. I like Tucker. I think he's doing a great job.
Where did you guys do that at?
I think Tucker's doing a good job. Tucker's just asking interesting questions, and I think
No, I'm saying where. Where did you do it at? Where did you do that?
Here in Romania. He came to my house.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, but I think he's asking really interesting questions. But yes, Adin, I will keep an eye on your journey. I think it'll appear on my feed if you do anything degenerate or stupid.
You'll see it.
I'll be notified.
I'll tell you what. If I relapse on lean, or if I do anything degenerate or stupid that set me back in my journey, I'll donate $100,000 to Tate Pledge. Deal?
Yeah, go to TatePledge.com. See the things we're doing. It's legit because the reason I started it is I wanted to give a lot of money to charity, and then I started looking at charities. And a lot of them are just fucking scams. They just keep all the money.
Syria, Palestine,
yeah, this is all me and my guys. These are my guys, war room members. There's the cataract. Look up, go up to the cataract operations.
My bad. Oh, champions?
No. Down. Stay on the website. Go down.
Okay, go down. Palestine.
Third one.
Oh,
after Palestine.
Connie. Oh, this is the eye. That's amazing, bro. What the fuck? That's actually amazing.
We're literally giving people their eyesight back.
That's amazing, bro.
It is, and karma's real, and it's amazing. All these people who hate, and all these liberals, and all these psychopaths who talk about how good the world will be, and all this crap. They don't help anyone.
You need to understand, liberals and Democrats, they're not what they used to be 15 years ago. They're now psychopathical, mental illness people. Straight up, like it's mental illness at this point, and they're so one-sided, and they're the ones that really, if you look into it, they're the ones that promote heavy racism, heavy diversity. These libs are just ruining society. You know, they're the ones that are creating a satanic society, Andrew.
Well, they certainly don't go out of their way to help anyone, and the MSM want to attack me all day long for believing that my woman should be exclusive to only me, but they don't mention that I literally restore eyesight and feed thousands of starving children a day. So the MSM are all liars, and the liberal and the left who pretend they're good people, they don't help anybody either. But I do think that the world understands what's happening and understands what's going on. And we just have to keep doing the right thing. God will reward us in the end. Allah is the best of planners. He is watching us at all times. Adin, keep that in mind.
Yes, sir.
And make sure you behave yourself.
All right, Daddy. Not Daddy Tate. What's your name again?
I forgot my own nickname. What is it? Double something? Double Spice Daddy?
Double Spice Daddy. I'll see you soon, okay?
All right, my friend.
Much love. All right. W Tate in the chat, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right. It's crazy, man. I don't see this guy anywhere. I don't see